Grab a couple things real quick. That's a big boy. Okay, probably should have opened this first. Come on. Yeah. Alright. Hail empty chair. Communism to the chat. Hey. It just had to take a minute for me to get here. Ooh, that's a little strong. Yeah. Mix up a little bit. Dark side boys E has returned. Mixture there and something here. Actually, a little bit more ice too will help. Oh, you guys just follow me. It's just literally everywhere I go, huh? Yeah, look at you, silly boy. Say, silly little boy. I'll do it there. Okay. Up. Thing. Oh, he's a good boy. Oh, there we go. What's up, Radical? Phil. My goodness. Now to finish up my little mixed drink here. There we go. Sweet. I am doing. What's this side boys tonight? No, rum and Dr. Pepper. That is what I got going. Some of the rum from last night, I'm just topping it off. So, making it nice and new. There we go. Lamau Dr. Pepper. Yeah. Lamau Dr. Pepper, yes. What, you don't think it works? Because it does. It tastes good. Dr. Pepper, rum, yum. Those two go very well together, yes. Blah, up. There you go. Pop. There you go. Aw, you're learning. You're being a smart little sweet boy. And you got new toys. With PetSmart, got some stuff for you. Yes, I did. I ironically prefer Sunny D and rum. I mean, if I had some Sunny D, I'd do that too. Mountain Dew, vodka are good. I'm actually pretty good. Hold on, gotta do this real quick so you don't have to see this. My God, I hate my nose these last 3 days. I guess mid like this, all three of them. It's annoying. Ugh. If only I didn't have to suffer with that shit. I'm hoping it's just like some sort of like pollen in the air or some shit. COVID slapping your ass. No. I mean, I'm not like... I mean, the only thing I have going on is just a runny nose. That's it. Like, everything else about me is fine. Autumn seasonal allergies. That's kind of like how I think it is. Because I feel fine. It's just that my nose is just running as shit. And during the springtime, it was acting up like this. So I think it's just like seasonal allergies. So, I don't know. I mean, if it is the cove or whatever, then it's not really hitting me that hard at all. Sweet boy still have a rash? Yeah, a little bit. It is getting better, though. It's actually, like, mostly worn off. It's just, like, this one little spot that's, like, yay big now. That's kind of, like, still a little rashy. Kind of like where the epicenter of it was, but... Yeah, I mean, honestly, he's getting better. I could tell he's been fine. I mean, whatever it was eventually going to heal on some. So, yeah, I'm not, like, too worried about it. Especially now. I mean, he was just here, like, not even a few minutes ago. I gave him a treat. He was, like, literally up here. Like, he was on camera for a second. Here. Pull up some fun music. It's fun stuff. Yeah, here we go. Get this shit all smoked up and all that fun shit. See what's happening for too. I'm hearing all that fun stuff. The weirdest funeral of all time. Oh god, it's the Queen's funeral. Sweet Jesus. All I care is that there's just been a bunch of protests of that. Be like, it's not my Queen. And bloody hell. I don't like this Queen bitch. I'm kind of glad she's dead. Fuck this monarchy. And basically a bunch of people are just getting arrested over her and shit. There's honestly a lot of protests going on globally. Like Sri Lanka, like people are rising up and shit there. Like Russia, people are protesting and basically leaving in mass droves. Fucking Iran, people are rising up and basically beating the fuck out of like the jackal cops over there. And all this other shit. I understand now what it must feel like when I'm drunk and horny bastard because someone tried to... Now you know how I feel, bastard. What did King Sauce Fingers do today? I don't know, probably enact edicts of making sure that somebody got arrested for some shit. Well, Russia's still threatening nuclear... Well, I mean, I'm not really too surprised. Like, I mean, America was doing that, especially when Trump was around. I mean, also, I think North Korea's done that too, China's done it too. I mean, pretty much any country that has, like, any form of nuclear capability has done this. So, I mean, honestly, for me, that doesn't really seem nothing new. Hey, baby. Come up here. You jerk. Come here. Fine. Come on. Get up here. Come here. Hi, Bobby. Good boy. Good patience. Aww. Who's this little boy? Are you trying to have, like, my other half of the Pop-Tart from this morning? Well, concerned that Putin back in corner might just use nukes, but then once that genie's free, you can't prison it again. I mean, I kind of doubt it. I mean, it's just like, I know that's like a big, you know, scare because like nuclear war hasn't really exactly been like a prevalent thing, you know, in people's minds for a few for like a generation or two, or for at least like over 3 to 4 plus decades. So now that it's kind of like a little bit more on the forefront of like, oh shit, you know, like, you know, new things to kind of fear about, it's, you know, it hasn't been something that, you know, has hit people's minds, so they haven't really like realized some of the real damages and damning implications that come from that, which are horrifyingly scary. You know, not discrediting that, but I mean, like, we were pretty much at the cusp of full-on nuclear annihilation multiple times already, and we haven't yet. I mean, it's like, I fear about, you know, nukes too, but I mean, it's like, I'm not too sure. Like, I mean, unless, you know, things start to escalate further from what they are now, I don't think we're going to be seeing it. I mean, with current things globally as they are now, like, nukes aren't going to be flying anytime soon. If it got worse, sure, maybe. But, I mean, as it stands now, just because Russia's in a corner, I mean, you think the rest of the world is really just going to say, fuck it, you know, and just let's, like, burn the rest of the world down with them? I mean, I kind of doubt that. Because let's say, hypothetically, Russia launched, like, I don't know, 1 or 2 TAC nukes or some shit. Or that's what they were doing, like, decided to launch a few of those. Like, I mean, especially just for the virtue of just, like, you know, retaliating with, you know, just the same amount of big dick energy. Do you know Putin, though? Does anybody? You can only go based off of what we know from, like, you know, either news, propaganda, or otherwise. Outside of testing, NATO would definitely respond. I mean, yes, they obviously would, but, I mean, with the same big dick energy of, like, yeah, we're gonna immediately launch all of our nukes back at you. Like, that shit. Like, we're at least to global nuclear annihilation. I don't know. That, I doubt. There's zero right to criticize Russia for literally anything. They should criticize sales for slavery in Iraq. I mean, it's why I don't really care too much about, like, you know, like, the sense of, like, oh, we must, you know, do something about Russia. It's like, no. Because, yeah, we really don't got, you know, any position to fundamentally be like, hey, now, Russia.
Fuck Russia.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't disagree with that. But at least as America, as a governance, and considering what it does, is essentially being the equal of what Russia is doing, you know, historically for its tenure and its,
Sure it's not Nazi Germany?
Hmm?
Sure it's not Nazi Germany?
What about it? Americans have right to criticize Russia. I mean, yeah, Americans. American government. Hmm?
Americans.
Americans. I know, I was saying it's like post-World War II, America has essentially been more about, like, you know, more in a sense of intervening, more so for the continuation of, like, a lot of the military-industrial complex's hegemony and shit. And stuff like that. Not, like, because you were saying something about Nazis earlier, I was like,
Nazi Germany.
Yeah. But, yeah. I mean, at least for like the American governments, like they would need to look themselves in the mirror at least 1,000 times 8 ways till Sunday before they could start doing that.
You know they ain't.
Americans, though,
You know they ain't gonna do that.
well, of course, yeah.
They're all fucking just worried about their fucking money.
Yeah. Citizens of these countries have every right to criticize whoever the fuck they goddamn please, as far as I'm concerned.
I mean, yes, I am a fucking American, but I also look at the fact of, yes, I am an American, but what have they fucking done for me?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah, exactly. Nazis look snazzy in their Hugo Boss uniforms. Hugo Boss made cool clothing. Well, the uniform stuff, sure. But that's just because of, Hugo Boss and a lot of his, dress designs and shit. Which have been kind of around even before the Nazis. Like that style is based around, like, the Prussian style, which has been around since, like Prussian empires and, like, Kaiser Empire and shit like that. Ignore should go into fashion design because his sense of style is amazing. No, thank you. I'm not big into, like, fashion and stuff. Outside of just, like, wearing things that look nice, or at least look good to me. Both the US and Russia are imperialists and need both. Well, no shit. I'd say that every fucking, like, government is merited and at least, obligated to be criticized on some way, shape, or form. So, especially if you're a citizen of said country, then it would even be a little bit more so, just because, like, you have at least a little bit more of a direct control and a voice over that. So, being in America, and in Oregon, I definitely have a lot of criticisms of, the state and in America with their, sense of shit. And how they conduct themselves as a government.
America! Fuck you!
Wrong. America, Britain, the van to slavery, imperialisms. I see the sarcasm in there. I mean, the Atlantic slave trade part of that, sure. I mean, they codified a lot of, like, the African slave trade, but slavery's been around since, like, humanity's kind of been a thing, sadly. So unless there's been, like, empires or warlords or, like, little nation-states and shit, there's always at least, like, some motherfucker looking to use somebody as their own property. Should lead the great Oregonian Free Workers' Republic to greatness. I don't think that's gonna happen. We're gonna have to leave for Seattle pretty early in the next morning. In the morning next Thursday. Gonna be more traffic than last time because weekday. What time are you thinking?
Where are you guys going?
Seattle to go see Iron Maiden.
I would leave like fucking 10. No, literally.
I know it was probably going to be, earlier in the day anyway.
You guys should at least go early in the morning so you guys can at least get up there and then call around fucking Seattle for a couple hours until your show.
I'm thinking leave from your place at 11 a.m. He's saying 10, 11, yeah, so sometime at least before noon.
It's going to take you about 3 hours to get up there.
Should human cloning be legal? I think it should be. If a man and a woman can reproduce anytime they want, why shouldn't I be able to clone myself?
Yeah.
Should human cloning be legal? I mean, I don't see why not, I guess. I mean, it's not like you'd be the, it's like the clone, you would be like that conscious person or anything.
Oh, if you can clone people? I thought you said you can claim people. What the
clone.
fuck?
Yeah.
I wish we could clone people. That'd be fucking cool.
But our question is, should it be legal to bang your clone?
Yes.
It needs to be well regulated to prevent abuse. Same with eugenics. Sure, yeah. I mean, obviously, I would assume something like this would imply. I already did. Oh, you're looking there thinking I didn't take any yet?
Thinking that we drank a lot last night.
Yeah.
I was fucked up last night. My fucking side was hurting. I'm just like, fuck me.
Liver was just like, fuck you, man.
Yeah, basically.
But, yeah, I mean, I don't see anything wrong with being regulated with cloning and shit, so.
You poured, like, what, 2 shots in yours? Your first one?
About.
And then I gave you 4 shots after that. And then I poured a fucking shit ton of mine last night.
Yeah.
Yeah. We were doing good.
Dude should be able to bang whatever they want as long as they consent. That should be easy for everyone to consent. Yeah. I mean, like, when it comes to at least, like, that and when ancestral reproduction, no. Like, that's where that line is drawn.
That line has to be
drawn. I don't care if you're consenting. Like, if you're, like, a brother and a sister fucking and you're having kids,
there's fucking no reason.
No.
No. That's wrong. I'm sorry, I have to.
Just even for a biological genetical perspective, ancestral reproduction should be illegal. Definitely, yeah.
See, I'm not.
I mean, as long as that's at least very strictly in a law like that or whatever the fuck, then sure. I mean, because like as long as there's especially for that. Like, because I'm on the level of, like, I don't care what two consenting adults do in the bedroom, but especially when it comes to, like, especially in, possible, like, ancestral relations and shit, definitely no fucking, reproduction involved with that type of shit.
There's no consent in that.
Well, I mean, there are legitimate, like, weirdos who have, like, kinks for, like, sister fucking and shit. And there are people who are just weird like that. I don't, so, and there's vice versa, and
They're not weird, they're just fucked up in the head.
Well, one can say that's, one way of being weird is being fucked up in the head weird. So, yeah. Maybe it's certain talking, but I'm okay as long as you don't reproduce ancestrally. Yeah.
Yeah. If you're taking the precautions.
Again, basically, as long as
I'm gonna say it this way: if you're your stepbrother or stepsister, you're not blood.
Well, yeah. At that point, it'd just basically be because of like familial contract / like, fucking, like, just like marriage contract shit. Because like, oh, like when you have like a dad who has like a daughter, for example, but a mother has a son, but they had him with two totally different parents and shit, and then those two get together and they and they have their kids together. I mean, that, like, because there's also weird things like that too, where you have like two adult children and their parents are become like step parents to each other's kids. But then those two kids actually like each other, and shit. And obviously there's nothing... At that point, I'd say there's nothing wrong with that, because your parents happen to get together and you also happen to like their kid, as, and your kid too, so... I mean, it's like, I can kind of see where there's, like, some obvious, like, contextual understanding of, like, okay, there's nothing really weird about what's going on here and shit. Outside of just the way it looks on paper, and shit. Is weird case. I find that odd as fuck, but I guess I wouldn't technically be against it. Well, I mean, if you think about, like, the context I'm talking about, like, let's say, like, I'm a dad and I, let's say I'm, like, 40 or some shit, and I have a son who's, like, 19, and I'm, in a relationship with a woman who's, like, the same age as me, and they have a kid, and they have a daughter who's 19 or some shit. And, and those two also like each other and shit and end up being in a relationship. I mean, would that be weird or wrong? I mean, I guess it would be odd, I suppose, just because, like, I, as, the parent of a kid, or basically, we're all, like, dating the same family and shit. I guess in a way that would be a little odd, but...
It's just, the one that is very odd is,
when like bloodline gets really heavily involved. Yeah, like that's where I really start drawing my lines very strongly. Where it's just like, I mean, if you two are legit consented to this, you're all fucking weird, and I'm just close the door, lock it up, and have like every padlock in the human existence, latched on that door. It's like, nope, keep it in there. Don't say anything about that. Like that. That's when you that should be illegal no matter what. Well, no shit. Like that. I think that kind of goes without saying. Also raises the question: at what point does it become okay? Second, third, fourth, fifth? That's pretty much anyone you.
No, it's still bloodline. Oh no, it isn't. It's different bloodline.
Well, I mean, depending on like how the familiar bloodlines go with like these cousins and shit. Because I have cousins who aren't technically by blood, but I also have that are. So it's just like, I mean, there's also shit like that too, a little bit, where you might have cousins who aren't even related to you by blood, but because of how the family tree goes with who marries who and all this other shit.
My family tree branches off to fucking
totally
different shit.
I mean, mine sure as shit does. I mean, not from mine directly, but from, like, my mom's, like, line of, like, family and shit. Same with my, dad's a little bit.
Okay.
Like, or at least so with my, sister, like, if, her side of family, too.
Okay, my side of the family, on my dad's side, I have one sister.
Yeah.
I have 3 brothers. My mom's side of the family, I only have 1.
If you want to get technical, is the most humanity distantly related to each other? I mean, yes. I mean, yeah. I mean, technically, like every human is, in one way, shape, or form related to each other in some factor or another. I mean...
Like how ours is.
Well, like, yeah, I mean, because every human has, like, a common ancestor going back far enough, so...
Well, no, I mean, how he's talking about it is you guys are talking, like, blood and, like, step-parents. We are not related anyhow.
Yeah.
But we're, like, family anyway.
Right, yeah. Well, what they mean is also, like, genetically, too. Like, there's at least going to be some aspects about genetics that are going to be related, and shit, even though obviously not by blood, but just because we're also the same species and shit, it's just going to be those types of similarities, especially going back far enough.
If you really want to count, like, not my family tree, but, like, my tree that I have.
Yeah. I mean,
I've got you, my buddy who's in Michigan, my buddy back home. I mean, they're all fucking family to me. I mean, I don't...
Yeah.
I mean, if you fuck me over, then yeah, it's gonna be fucking... You're gonna fucking hear about it.
Right, yeah. I mean, yeah, because, I know basically, like, because the idea essentially is, like, if you go back far enough generations, into one's past, like, they eventually connect at some point, to, like, other, to, more common, family trees and shit, because it's, because pretty much most of humanity's common pairs are usually paired down to, like, I think about, like, 50 to 100 about, where most of humanity's branch from.
I mean, it's kind of funny because talking to my mom, I could be making money no way, shape, or form. I would never have to work again.
Yeah.
If my dad would fill out paperwork. No, I'm native.
Yeah.
I'm part Blackfoot.
Damn. I mean...
my grandma was full.
I mean, I don't even think I knew that, actually.
I am native. I'm Blackfoot. My dad's mom was full Blackfoot.
Oh, shit. Shit, I never knew that. Damn.
But my dad was dumb enough to not fill out paperwork.
Probably should.
He can't.
And he couldn't? He can't? Well, I mean, why couldn't he?
Because he didn't, and we still can't.
Well, I mean... Well, why can't he, though? Like, I mean, that's kind of...
Because you have to be part of the tribe.
Oh, he's not an actual, like, member to the... Oh. that...
Even though my grandma was.
See, that I feel like that...
You have to fill out paperwork for it.
Man... Feels like there's, like, a little bit of, you know, some bullshizzle with that a little bit, but... I mean, especially when it comes to confirming things like that, I'm assuming the paperwork is needed, so...
Yes.
Boo.
Like I said, I wouldn't have to work.
Yeah, we're all related. If you're significantly more closely related to people from real life, I assume. Well, yeah. I'm related to everyone, but I'll be especially the same for other... Well, yeah.
Me and Andrew aren't blood, but we're fucking brothers. I mean, fuck, we share almost everything. Except for pants size.
Oh, God.
What?
Well, I thought we did. I mean, I told you that one time. I mean, shit.
You have a couple pairs of my pants that fit you.
Yeah, I mean, that's because funny enough, they actually do a little bit. I mean, the legs are a little short, but beyond that, I mean, they do fit. But I also like to wear, like, high ankle boots.
You going sailor on me?
I'm sorry that I'm such a hard bastard. It's not really that much of a problem.
Venom, hurry up and get the fuck up here. We need somebody else to fucking drink with. What's Venom's favorite? What the fuck was that? That was a party foul.
Well, I didn't, like, spill it, but I did, like, kind of scrape my bowl as I was trying to do a thing.
What's Venom's favorite alcohol?
Vodka, I think. Which is the same as me.
What the fuck is wrong with people in vodka? There's no taste.
Have you had a good vodka? Man, I need to get Eureka, because...
I've had Absolute.
Huh?
I've had Absolute.
Favorite what? Alcohol. Well, liquor specifically.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure it's vodka, ain't it? Vodka. Knew it? Yeah. Same with me. See, you and I would probably, like, have a... Like, honestly, Venom, I have a suspicion that you and I can get one of these bottles of Reka and pound it together. I have a weird feeling we could probably do that. How's the day off? Pretty good. Got some errands done and shit. I'm a little bummed that Sportsman's warehouse is out of 762 by 39, because every time I've gone over there, there's none.
Friday!
Well...
Friday or Saturday, we get our fucking shipments.
Well, I guess I'm going tomorrow then for show. Because if I'm, I don't know when I'm going to go shooting, but chances are it's going to either be tomorrow or Saturday. And, for fucking show, I'm going to try to get a couple more boxes. Because,
they're all loaded.
I know, I'm just trying to think how many mags I have. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I have 6 plus 2 40s. So, 2 40s, 80s, 28. I actually have a pretty decent amount now, but I still want more. Does Amazon even sell ammo? No. Dude, I just go to, like, bulk ammo, gun warehouse, or, like, optics plant or some shit. I'm go to, like, actual, like, gun shops online to do that. Or actual, like, gun stores I can just walk into. I just gotta buy a bulk of ammo at some point. Just spend, like, $250, just drop that on a few hundred rounds or some shit.
After we get our toaster oven.
After getting the toaster oven. Despite leg flared up and now I have severely limited leg use over the next week. Well, how the fuck did that happen? That sucks. I thought they sold everyone. Everyone? Yeah, Amazon just sold everyone now. They're selling everyone as property being so. Some of the stuff isn't properly made, it will degrade or gone. Depending on what you get. I mean, like, if I'm getting some shit like, you know, what I normally get, but just basically in the box that normally will come shipped into, like, a store, then, yeah, like, let's say I got, you know, what's pretty typical, like, Tula or, like, Bellum or some shit, then, but got it in bulk. I mean, I just get a big box with just, like, the same little individual cartridges that would have, like, the 20 rounds in them and shit.
Like, unless you're special and you get the ones in the ammo can.
Yeah. Where they're already, like, you know, pre-shipped in a little ammo can. Which there are some that are like that. The only ones that I'd be sus with something like that would basically if I got, like, a surplus army Romanian, like, spam can of, like, ammo or something. Because they do sell those.
And they got hot rounds in those.
Yeah. So, like, if I were to get that and open it, I would actually check every fucking bullet to make sure that they're good. Like, I would actually go, you know, spend my time doing that. Because also there is, like, the odd chance that you might have it, you know, either way. Because when I first shot my rifle, there was one bullet, and I actually have it up here, that was a hot round, a little bit. And it kind of got a little fucking weird. I mean, it's all bent now a little bit, and the bullet got pressed into the cartridge somehow. And, you know, like, so, it's obviously, you know, not good. It either became a hot round or already was when I was gonna shoot it. Which luckily, it didn't go off. Should people with congenital diseases be barred from reproducing if there's a high likelihood of transmitting it to their kid? As in, same reason why ancestral reproduction is illegal.
Why I'm not having kids?
I mean, I'd probably, I guess maybe. I mean, Iceland actually has, like, a law similar to something like this. Because when it comes to certain genetic mutations like Down syndrome, for example, they actually essentially have mandatory abortions for things like that. Where, you know, when they're first testing, you know, to see, you know, what, you know, the kid's development's like so far, and they see that, oh, the kid's going to develop Down syndrome, you know, before it develops any further, you know, they basically, you know, go for the process to be like, hey, you know, because of these reasons, you know, like, essentially we have to do the abortion and thus try again type of thing. So, I mean, I suppose, like, I guess, I don't know. I mean, maybe, but I'd probably just take, like, the more Icelandic approach about it. But it's just two kittens standing out talking to each other in a cat costume. What the fuck? Cat? But if we did that here, what else would religious people use for fodder? Gay people? Probably. I don't know. Would you want to be born in that life? I want. I'd rather conscious void to be born, than be born on that shit. Yeah. Well, I mean, like, not every person with Down syndrome is, you know, like, quite literally shitting their pants or whatever the fuck. But yeah, like, you know, I imagine life is not good and more fucking miserable than not. And obviously would not want to be fucking, you know, living that life myself personally, especially.
I'll be back.
But
what do you do with my towel?
Oh, it's in that, like, box that I put in my room with all my clothes in it. I can go grab it later.
I'll go grab it.
I've also been on non-essential male genital mutilation, and letting the family banks fail without bailing them out. Yeah, like honestly, Iceland is a pretty base fucking country, and also they established a 4-day work week for pretty much like most of their workforce, and I think also like 90+% of their workforce in Iceland is unionized in some on some level. So I mean, Iceland is honestly base as fuck. I'd love to visit that country again. The only thing that I wish they would do is legalize weed. If they do that, they'd be, like, pretty much up there on, like, the top countries. It's got universal healthcare, infrastructure's decent and good. I wouldn't necessarily say it's great, but it's good. You know, and the fucking, you know, people are actually taken care of on some metric. Politicians in the government actually do their weird thing called representing people. You know, and shit like that. You know, so, you know, they actually, you know, have a nation and a government that strangely does a thing called giving a fuck about people. And also, from my understanding, especially if you're looking to settle down with somebody too in Iceland, it's actually not too hard to get citizenship there as well. But the kind of the key for it to be easy is, you know, having a partner, basically. Foster assistant, baby, ends up this, you'll never realize this. Poor kid. Yeah, I mean, this is like, I mean, that's kind of what happens with genital mutilation and shit. I delete myself from life in that case. Well, knowing today's modern medicine, I mean, there's probably a way to at least maybe get, you know, like a close, you know, like resemblance, you know, to having a dick again with, you know, various forms of like surgery and shit. But obviously, you know, it wouldn't be necessarily the total fucking, you know, like OG and shit. But hey, you know, I don't know. Like at this point, modern medicine, you know, kind of says otherwise a little bit. Not sure be born in life and never able to get your needs, man. Yeah. I mean, because that's just like, I mean, in the same type of people, by the way, would always cry about how, like, trans people and, like, the LGBT are grooming kids and trying to castrate and generally mutilate children and shit and all this other garbage, and yet they're a part of organizations and a cultural norm and ideas that do this on a daily fucking basis and do more harm to little boys and, depending on how extreme they are, even girls, too. You know, with their fucking genital mutilation, and there's just not a peep or, you know, fucking pipe or hair about that shit. Because to them, that's fine. But if it's, you know, trans people exist or some shit, then it's just like, we can't have them genitally mutilating our children. Oh my god, it's a tough word. Even though it's like, you're the motherfuckers doing it! And literally the only ones doing it! Like, a piece of your dick off, no thanks. Yeah. I mean, yeah, no thanks. I mean, well, I didn't have a choice to it, but, I mean, for me, I don't give a shit, but, I mean, like, at the end of the day, you know, it's like, it doesn't necessarily impact me one way or the other, but I'd rather have had a say if I wanted that or not. You know, there's definitely a lot of aspects I'm just like, what the fuck about? Cisgender is a real problem, not transgenders. Yeah, exactly. Like I said, you know, they always want to spin it and project those fucking actual issues onto queer folk, trans people, you know, and also say that they're a bunch of pedophiles as well on top of that, you know, to really just add a little bit of salt to the burn. But, who happens to, it's just like, who's the big group that happens to perpetrate a lot of these fucking crimes? I know a female and a male a trans man who is fine as fuck. I'd love to hook up with if I didn't leave with didn't live with a puritanical stepdad who'd be a dick about him, or to him about it. I met an atheist couple who said they were gonna have a baby boycott. And I asked why if they were an atheist, and they said, we want him to look like his dad, and I'm just like, what the fuck? Yeah, what the fuck? Because fundamentally, that's just, like, basically the same tradition. I mean, it's just like, you know, the whole religious tradition argument, but just by proxy via, like, oh, we just want him to look like his dad. Like, yeah. Good idea. Totally. I mean, also, it's just like, it just shows that they don't even really give a fuck about the kids' autonomy either. Because, I mean, if they actually did give a shit about the whole, you know, religious aspects of, you know, and the problems there, I mean, then, well, by that notion, then also, you know, trying to do the circumcision would be a choice. But of the parents, you know, because they don't give a fuck about the kids' autonomy. Iceland seems a base society. If only had good weather and was big enough for all the chill people on Earth to just leave and move to. Or we could just, like, wait for Iceland to just become, like, you know, to just, like, slowly but surely just, like, get their strength in numbers of, like, every fucking Giga Chad, like, Icelandic strongman. And just, like, you know, conquer the world. And then the entire world becomes, like, the globalist Icelandic, like, Commonwealth or some shit. Why are they concerned about what their son's dick looks like? I know, dude. Think fuck that, you know, at least my dad didn't really give a shit about that. He was actually a little PO'd that he wasn't, you know, in the room with the doctor having this discussion about whether I was going to get cut or not. Because the doctor decided to do it on a whim. Because it was just a norm in the doctor's mind. Which is also another fucked up thing. Like, sometimes, like, these circumcisions happen because sometimes it's not even necessarily the parents, you know, at times, but also just because the doctor, because they, you know, they're so normalized of doing it, you know, because parents have either said yes more than no, that they're just, you know, they just assume yes and just do it anyway. Just because the reality of it being wrong, they don't want to confront the fact that the parents did something wrong. And basically just want to, you know, like, continue, you know, enacting and normalizing the same shit that their parents grew up with. As the Dead Kenyans would put it, chick as shit, conformist like your parents. Where's my jackets? I want my jacket. Gonna go grab my jacket. Boy, get back in here. You little punk bitch. Just a little punk bitch. Yes, we is. My mom had me go because she was concerned that it would be hard for her to clean. So what the fuck does that even mean? And why would she be the one cleaning it? Basically defy the parents. But my daddy was never wrong. My mommy and my pappy were never wrong. They were nothing but my idols. It's like, are you sure? Makes your when you get older, tightens the skin so it can't grow as much as an adult or lengthen as much as when erect. Well, if that's the case, then holy fuck, I mean, how long would I have been if I was uncut? Because, I mean, Jesus Christ. I mean, I'm not trying, I'm literally, honestly not trying to, but, like, I mean, I'm already kind of, like, above average as it is, so it's just like, fucking Christ. It's like, what would I be packing then? A 50 cal? Instead of, like, you know, fucking 6.8 Creedmoor, you know, I'd be packing, like, a 50 cal out there, and it's like, holy shit. Apparently that's a particularly messy baby. Oh my god. So, you know, it's again, I'm not trying to, like, get too much into it. I'm just saying, you know? Also, that specific skin is raw tissue, and this could get exposed and air dries it out. Even the keratinizes it from around the pants. Well, yeah. Hand cannon? Jesus Christ. Is that how you fucking putting it? Okay. Yeah, it's mostly right. Well, goddamn, fuck. See, like, I mean, honestly, see, this is why I personally don't mind, because at that point, even I would think, Jesus, like, even I would be like, man, no one's gonna be pleasured by me. I mean, you know, so honestly, in a weird way, I'm kind of like, alright, you know, that's why I'm not too upset with me personally. But that doesn't mean I feel and understand and also share that anger otherwise, despite the fact. Because, like, I mean, it's important to be like, hey, you know, it should really be, you know, like, you know, the individual's decision to do that. Like, I could be, like, open to the idea of maybe, like, 13 and up with parental consent. Like, if the, you know, teenager decides, like, you know, at 13, it's like, hey, you know, I kind of want to, you know, be circumcised or whatever the fuck, and the parents both agree to it and both sign on to it, then sure. But it has to come with the caveat that the teen is okay with it. I never said until people realize their parents are on flesh and inspire their body. Well, I mean, I'll say at least it doesn't seem like it's as big of a thing or as common, because I know at least when it, you know, comes to like some polling about it, like it's less and less people are like cut as, you know, like Zoomers are less in comparison to the generations before them and shit. So it's like luckily it's not as prevalent of a thing, but it's still very, very fucking common. God damn it. I knew in high school, decided to have it done when he was like 17, 18, regret it big time. So he lost over half his sensitivity and had extreme difficulty feeling pleasure now. Well, hence why it should be more of a personal choice and like kind of heavily considered. Which I would hope that, you know, he heavily considered it, but I'm assuming he probably didn't. Because obviously it's a major life decision to do something like that. Radiological therapy, X-ray projectors to perform non-invasive abortions. Will that cause risks of things like radiation and shit? I would imagine shit like radiation would probably play a role of, like, adding risks long term. Because humanity used to do x-rays to do hair loss. And, well, yeah, it helped with hair loss, but it came with a lot of other problems. But I think his parents encouraged him not to. But because he was about to be 18, they were like, alright, if you really want it, so let the idiot have it done. Well, it sounded like, I mean... well, yeah, it sounds like he was ever just been, like, you know... just been straight up kind of an idiot, yeah. Oh, sweet little baby. If you can cook the fetus to death, then it can prevent mutation to the baby. Cook it with radiation. I mean, sounds like a good idea. Again, I feel like humanity has used X-rays and things for other implications and have caused major health problems in the long run for a lot of people. So I'm not too sure how I am, you know, feeling about this. I think our current means of doing abortions are fine. I don't think radiology or X-rays, you know, are necessary. I feel like there's probably some unintended consequences, you know, with that. I want our fetus taste good. Kidding. You, please. I mean, I will admit, I've heard some weird things about, like, the, like, afterbirth placenta, but I am not a disgusting fucking freak. So I'm never, ever, ever, ever gonna try that. I don't give a fuck how much someone pays me. I don't give a fuck. Like, I would literally just be like, I don't care. Like, that amount of money is what you're gonna pay me to not do this. Like, fuck you. You're not paying me to eat that. It's like, nope. It's like, it's like if someone had to be like, alright, you gotta do it. I'd be like, you know what, here, can you just give me that? What? No, give me that. Like, okay, here you go. Thanks. Okay, you're gonna have to pay me to get this off of my head. Like, fuck you. I'm not eating that. Weirdest thing I've eaten is camel testicles at an Egyptian restaurant. That's weird. See, I've seen Rocky Mountain oysters, which is buffalo balls, basically. And, Nah. Like, nah. Now, I've had hakaro, which is fermented Greenland shark, which is the Icelandic kind of cuisine. And honestly, it didn't taste as bad as I thought it would. It smelled funky, and the aftertaste is horrible. But, like, having it and actually eating it and swallowing it and, like, consuming it wasn't actually as bad as I thought it was. Did eat animal ball. I mean, yeah, I mean, yeah, let's go with that, sure. It tasted like jerky to me. Well, if you aren't willing to drink the blood of newborn infants while kneeling at the throne of black skulls, I don't know if you can consider your devout follower of Sigurdsjak. Well, at least I know I can be an Icelandic Viking pagan dude, because I can have fermented shark and be fine. It's said that you have to have a shot of spirit, Brennivin, which is called the Black Death. That's what it's translated to. And basically, you just take a shot of that while you're eating it, and that's what I did. So honestly, that's probably why it didn't taste bad, because I had the shot of Bremen as I was eating it, and had it all go down at the same time. And honestly, I think that's why it was okay. So, because my sister, she decided to just take the shot of Bremen first and then eat the fish, or eat the shark, and she regretted it. And her husband ate the fish first and then took the shot, and then he somehow got some of it stuck in his teeth, and he had the worst fucking afterbreath out of all of us, because he got some of that shit in his teeth. So it was like really stuck in there, and it's like, oh no, dude. I was like, bruh, what the fuck? I'm trying to think, is there any other like weird shit I've ever had besides the Hakalo? Honestly, no. I mean, I've had some interesting stuff before, but nothing like actually like really straight up unusual outside of just that fermented shark. Wait, you're gonna say I'll suck dick, but no thanks to the balls. What? I don't think that's how it works. Have you ever seen the Waffle House Nemesis? My 29 female, me, 29-year-old female, so her boyfriend, 29-year-old male, keeps getting into fights with a cook at Waffle House. What the fuck? This crazy part, my boyfriend keeps going back and ordering eggs and getting into fistfights with the same cook. It's almost a ritual at this point. What the fuck? My boyfriend orders runny eggs, the cook serves him some other version of eggs, and then they beat the shit out of each other. I quit going with him after the second fight, but he keeps going by himself. They're like Peter and the Giant Chicken for Family Guy. It's the weirdest thing. They physically fought like 6 or 7 times over this. Bro, what the fuck? I tried to talk to him about it a few times, but he keeps saying it's a matter of principle. So it is a ritual. I told him to talk to the manager or something like that, but he just waves me off. Apparently that cook hasn't yet made him the correct runny eggs, but it's like he spends the week learning new ways of preparing eggs to piss my boyfriend off. Dude, I think that's what's happening. I think our boy, the cook, is dead ass, like, straight up I think the cook is making a ritual of this. Like, I think he knows this motherfucker wants, like, some runny ass eggs or some shit, so he's like, you know what, I'm basically gonna do, like, everything besides that. Like, he's, like, gonna learn every, like, the science of the egg. And just, like, learn everything about how to cook an egg. And, like, learn every way to do it but runny eggs. Just to piss this guy off. It's just like, wow. I love it. Because this dude, you know, I bet he's legit there. Just wanting some, you know, just some of his eggs. Wow, someone responded, funny story, but there's no way the cook would still be employed after the first time brawled with a customer like that. Welcome to Waffle House, where the first question they ask you in your interview is, can you fight? Can you fight? Oh my god. The cook must hate running eggs. I bet you a similar situation has occurred except a pineapple on pizza. Oh, absolutely. Dude, you know that, like, Rose, you know that meme of, like, that Italian guy who was just, like, being held down while having to stare at a pizza, having pineapple be put on it? That's literally how I feel. Like, when I see pineapple on pizza, that's exactly how I feel. I'm just like, nah! You know, just, like, fucking rage mode, just about to, like, you know, destroy the earth from within, you know, because of just a war crime that was just committed. Because that's unacceptable. But yet motherfuckers out there wanting to commit war crimes. And it's just like, the fuck? What the fuck is wrong with you, piece of shit? Sons of bitches. I'm a war crime committer. See, I am too. But I choose the war crimes that I commit. I choose not to do the most heinous of war crimes. I do the benign ones so people overlook it. But when you have some shit like fucking pineapple on a pizza, no one can just overlook that shit. People who are principled and just and righteous will understand and realize the crime that was committed and call it out for what it is. Because it's bullshit. It's nonsense. And we will round those fucking criminals up and try them at the Hague. All war crimes will be forgiven because we're the good guys out of the bunch. Just need to cook out most of the juice first. See, the fact that you have to basically cook these fucking pieces of shit fruits on that fucking thing, you know, before, pineapple on pizza can be good. No, war crime. That's a war crime. No, war crime. A barbecue sauce marinara. Maybe. If you have like a pizza that's got like some, some like barbecue sauce with like some chicken, some bacon, and like onions and some olives and some shit like that on there, that actually sounds fucking banging. Like, that's like a Hello American barbecue style pizza right there. See, I could accept that. Also anchovies. See, like, I can at least maybe understand anchovies, you know, because, like, but it's not gonna be my thing. Anchovy, pineapple, black olive, ham, mushroom, apples. You just added a new war crime I never even thought possible. Apples on a pizza? That's a war crime I didn't even think could even be possible to commit. You just like invented a new law that needs to be established. Oh my god, apple on fucking pizza? What? Oh my god, what type of like criminal Nazi experiment have you done to a pizza for that to taste good? Like, oh my god. More or less, like, what shit did you do to your taste buds to make that taste good? Like, holy shit. Please know I'm being very hyperbolic. I'm not being that serious. For real though, that actually does kind of taste gross. If you put arugula and lettuce on it after it comes out in the oven, that is good too. See, I'm okay with arugula on pizza because, funny enough, I went to a place called Mod Pizza. I have some leftover I'm gonna reheat, and there's some pepperoni, some bacon, arugula, olives, and some jalapenos on this bitch, and it tastes fucking amazing. I couldn't eat all of it, so I'm gonna reheat it later. If for some reason they made the name a drill or some shit, so I don't know how that worked or how that happens. But I'm just like, you know, just like, hey, here's my name. And they're like, okay, a drill. I'm just like, I'm going with it. Like, I basically just saw that and I just literally went, I'm going with it. I wonder what dog tastes like. I personally don't. Any thoughts on eating dogs? I mean, the only time I could ever see myself doing that is in a survival situation where I had to like if a wolf or stray dog or some shit happened to run across my path and I had a way to like hunt it so I can eat, and I'm like starving, yeah, you bet your ass I'm probably gonna eat that fucker. But I mean, outside of those norms, I mean, no. Like, I'm not going to a place and ordering that. I had doggo barbecue once from a Chinese restaurant. It wasn't bad, but I refused to go back there because doggos are friends, not food. Oh, you actually had it once? Oh. I mean, I had horse. Oh. Little baby. I almost forgot you were there. I thought you were outside or something. Yeah, you. I thought you were outside. But friends can be food too. Well, yeah, it just depends on the circumstances. Aww. Why let waste meat? It's good. I mean, sure. Like, I mean, if an animal naturally passes, I mean, I don't necessarily have a problem, you know, using other parts of it, you know, for, you know, I guess, you know, whatever benefit that could come from it, I suppose. But I mean, it's like, I'm not gonna, like, just because my dog dies doesn't mean it's like, well, dead. Might as well see what he tastes like. Yeah, like, no. Like, I'm not just gonna do that. At least not for me. If you ever see long pork, don't eat it, that's human. Long pork? How do you know that? I'll eat beef chicken and only cured pork products to still have resistance to uncured pork. The only animal I wouldn't eat is human, to be honest. I mean, in a survival circumstance, if there's literally nothing else and I was like about to die of starvation, like there's an off chance I'm gonna use whatever last of my energy that I have to take like the weekend slink out. But that's like a very rare circumstance. I'm gonna take, you know, every option to fucking find something else first.
Grasshoppers.
Insects, yeah. You know, berries that I know are edible. You know, fuck, even mice and rats if I can catch them. I'll just cook them thoroughly and make sure they're nice and crispy and burnt on the outside. Enough to eat it should be launched into a black... Wait, what? Whoever was demented enough to make this should be thrown into a steel trunk and dropped into Mariana Trench, and whoever is demented enough to eat it should be launched into a black hole. What is this? Oh my god, what is this? What do you recommend? The British pizza is great. Ketchup, baked beans on a cheese pizza? It's literally just baked beans on cheese pizza with a dollop of ketchup. That is actually disgusting. This is borderline, like, just as much of a war crime as the pineapple on pizza. Like, honestly, I bet, like, you know, having a few slices of some pretty dank-ass pepperoni and olive pizza or some shit like that with, like, a little bit of baked beans and, like, you know, something else, you know, as, like, side dishes. Like, that'd be good. But not on the fucking thing. This is gross. You wanna see what I'm looking at? This is disgusting. Look at this shit. Look at that shit. It's gross.
Ugh.
Yeah. That's my thoughts exactly. Ugh. When the Indians eat the manatee? I don't know, like, where manatees aren't manatees native in like the Caribbean? They're not in like the Indian Ocean or anything. I don't think there's like manatees off like the shores of like Sri Lanka and India and shit. Oh, look, it's true. I love it when his little ears perk up. Those little floppy ears. What was that little, like, shaky little ear flop? That was so cute. What was that? I want to eat Brett Keane. He's nasty. Apparently, from what TJ said in his stream the other day, he doesn't actually live in Festus. He lives outside of it. He lives outside of Festus. Which is actually kind of strangely, like, unfortunate for Festus, because that was literally the only thing Festus had going for it. Imagine Brett King being hunted by... oh my god. Then they cook him and eat him. I just would feel bad for the Native Americans at that point, because, I mean, is that also what you meant by, like, with the Indians eat manatee? Because I literally thought you meant, like, Indians. Like, I thought you literally meant that. Because, honestly, if, like, people are meaning, like, Native Americans, when they mean that, they usually specify American Indians, usually, but whatever. I mean, my brain literally just, like, okay, whatever. But honestly, like, with or without cheese? Oh my god. I mean, honestly, I just feel bad for the natives, because it's like, why did you just sadly eat, why did you eat that? Like, I mean, I literally would have, like, shown them anything else to eat, like, and it would have been better. Would white people ever eat? Honestly, you wanna know what's kind of fucked up? I bet in, like, the early Americas, you know, as, like, Manifest Destiny and colonization into the West, you know, was happening, I bet there was probably, like, you know, some settlers who were, like, you know, couldn't get, like, a crop going or some shit, who happened to, like, find, like, some native hunting party and just, like, marked them and ate them. Like, honestly, I would not be surprised. Like, you know, if there's cases like the Donner Party that we're aware of and shit, imagine, you know, there's probably similar stories, you know, that we don't know about. I bet pre-contact Native Americans would taste gamey. Why are we talking about how other, like, humans would taste? This city called House Springs. What sad, pathetic place is called House Springs? Yeah, House Springs. I'm like, oh my god. I used to know Brett back in, like, 07. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, I used to, like, play with him and with, like, Star Wars and shit like that, I think. Like, some other games, I imagine. Apparently, he still is, like, in Deep Fat Fried's chat every now and then. Like, he'll make himself kind of, like, a somewhat known quantity in, like, the live chats occasionally. It's kind of interesting that he still kind of keeps in touch with the guys and shit. It's like living in a place called Town River. I know. It's just like, it's just such a random, like, I don't know what's more pathetic, that, like, the manatee lives there, or that the fact is just called House Springs. And the only thing that it's got going for it is that the manatee's there. Because honestly, the only thing that Festus had going for it was the fact that the manatee was there, but, like, oh my god. Like, you know what? I think Festus has at least two things going for it. One, that it was at least known for the manatee being there, like, indirectly. And it's not House Springs. So, you know, it's got two things going for it now. In fact, this actually adds respect to Festus. Like, damn. Like, I actually somehow have respect for that little random town, even though I don't know fuck all about it. Why are we, like, in a very cannibalistic, like, theme right now? Are we all just, like, legit, like, are there, like, some things people want to, like, confess to their Father and their Holy Son and Spirit and shit? Like, I mean, we're in the holy booth now, my child. What sins would you like to confess to your Father? Yes, Father. Forgive me, for I have sinned. I have fantasized about legitimately considering eating somebody. Here, want more metal. More metal. What's some awesome metal? Yeah, here we go. Yeah. Down to eat ignore. Yeah, so I guess there is like legit cannibalistic themes going on in this chat. Like, I was just sitting here wanting to chill and vibe. We're all just like, cannibalism, guys. What about that? Not how I expected this to happen. Remember to eat if you're drinking. I already had a pizza. I have leftovers of a pizza before I started this. Like, I've already ate. Like, I'm fine right now, dude. Bruh. Oh, you sweet boy, come up here. Yes. Well, you just dropped it. Jerk. Alright, what should we do with it? Alright, here it is. Hey, chill. Patience. Paw. That's not a paw. That's a paw. You done chow down on that? Would you chill? Don't be knocking over bottles. Goof. Goof. You expect another one, don't you? Here. Up. You're supposed to catch that. You're getting sloppy with that now, dude. Come on. Don't be sloppy with the nabs. Oh, jerk. There. Some local news here. Portland drug detox centers are turning people away due to a lack of beds. If only there was a mayor and a city council that gave enough of a shit to actually put the proper money and taxpayer investment into those things as they should be going to make sure that these are expanded properly and, you know, actually properly, you know, taken care of and actually had proper bed expansions and shit. I wonder if we only had that. Oh, wait, yeah, we have a neoliberal pro-corporate fucking shitty city council and Ted Wheeler for mayor. So we don't get nice things here in Portland. Thanks, Ted Wheeler, you worthless little fucking do-nothing neolib shitbag. What's a band you absolutely hate and why? Honestly, like, I'm not like someone that, like, his name is Wheeler. Ted Wheeler, yeah. You want to see what this fuck looks like? Other homeless student in Portland. Not good because of this worthless shitbag. This is Ted Wheeler, that's what he looks like. And this guy's a worthless fucking little cockweasel, dude. Like, so much of the problems in Portland when it comes to, like, homelessness and crime and different shit like that is because this guy literally does fuck all. Like, he just basically does nothing but, you know, essentially basically is like, please, cops, please, Portland Police Bureau, would you actually, like, do something, even though he has, like, you know, like, higher authority over them and actually could be doing something, you know, to fucking force them to do some shit, you know, that can actually be worth a fuck. And, you know, and actually, you know, like, make them, you know, like, do a part of their job, because they literally are at this one because the Portland Police Bureau basically thinks, oh, no one respects us and no one likes us, so we're just not going to do our job. We're just not going to do it. Nah. So they are basically doing, like, a quiet strike where they're essentially are just, like, doing nothing outside of, like, the barest of minimal, and even then they're barely doing fuck all. And essentially, you know, it's just like, you know, no one has, like, any respect for, you know, the city council whatsoever, because they essentially just, like, bicker and gawk over random bullshit and do nothing, you know, to actually progress and move things forward. The only person legit that's worth a shit is Joanne Hardesty, because she at least has been putting fucking effort to try to do things that are worth a fuck, but because it's, you know, rocking the boat, you know, people like Ted Wheeler and a bunch of other shit fucking dumbass neoliberals and NIMBYs, you know, want to cry and bemoan how she's, like, too radical or whatever the fuck. And it's, you know, or, like, somehow she's exacerbating problems, which is just one voice in the entire city council, which is more pro-corporate and neolib like Ted Wheeler than anything. Dude's a cretin. He looks like a hairy thumb, because he is a hairy thumb. Is Ted really completely heterosexual? Yeah. He's also an unironic white male. I mean, yeah. I mean, it's just like he is like a white, paley little, like, worthless cockweasel. Like, I mean, it kind of is. Oh, he had, like, a fucking interview on KGW. Oh my god. So that's what that was. Oh, and he also had to stay in the city 4 months ago. Ew. Yeah, because he gives a shit about the city and how it's doing. But, you know, you're also a white male. Yeah, one that doesn't have the same privileges as some rich little cockweasel like Ted Wheeler does. So, like, I got, you know, my, you know, it's not like I don't. It's a lot easier to get away from cops when they happen to stop me for stupid reasons. But, you know, hey, you know, it's just like, yeah, I don't exactly have the same privileges as Ted Wheeler. Because the virtue of me getting stopped by cops is, you know, the fact of that. I can at least use my white card to be like, I'm a good boy. Even though I'm not. I'm not a good boy. But I can at least pretend that I am to the piggies. When I drive drunk past a cop car, I'm like, thank God I'm white. God bless. I mean, yeah. I mean, depending how drunk you are, because, I mean, my dad, as the white fuck that he is, I mean, has gotten more DUIs than, you know, one would probably think. At least in my lifetime, growing up, probably like 8 or 10, give or take. Not fucking kidding. And at least for, I think 3 of those, I was a passenger in them, so. I mean, you know, at least when it comes to, you know, it represents a good old white American mullets, beer, flatulence. Well, my dad doesn't got a mullet. I mean, you know, honestly, I mean, I know you're memeing a little bit. I mean, you're not wrong. I mean, he kind of does represent kind of like the old, like, American white middle class, or at least like white working class that, you know, was kind of predominant around, like during his, like their 60s and 70s and shit, when it came to at least like the culture and aesthetic that kind of goes, that is like around it. I mean, you know, because of just like, you know, the whole like bears, you know, having like your shotguns and hunting rifles and the fucking, you know, gun rack on your back of your truck, and after school, you know, you and your homeboys are going to the fucking park and, you know, shooting cans of beer and shit. And, you know, just shit like that, you know, kind of edgelords, you know, you know, using, you know, edgy terms and shit like that, you know, because no one cares, you know, just shit like that. I mean, because, you know, at least, you know, for someone like my dad, at least, it wasn't ever based off of, like, racial shit, because my dad isn't, you know, racist in the sense of, like, you know, viewing someone as superior versus the other. He is when it comes to making, like, you know, like stereotypes or jokes and things, which I guess in its own way is, well, racist, and I guess that does make him racist, I guess, but just not in the traditional, like, yeah, I literally view white people as superior to others. Like, he doesn't see that. If anything, he actually kind of detests shit like that, which I'm glad for. Like, I mean, I'm glad he's, you know, at least as far as I have known him, you know, has been pretty consistent with that. So it's the old black man who drives around 1970s personal luxury land yacht like an old Coupe de Ville. What was that like? I mean, I don't know. I'm just like, I mean, when I was, you know, growing up, I'm just thinking like, you know, I wish, you know, like, I'd just get to the fucking beach or some shit, because usually at least 2 out of the 3 times it happens, it was going to the beach. And my dad was drinking before we left, and essentially it was just like, I mean, from that, I mean, it was just more or less of like, man, I wish we'd just get to the fucking beach already, so it's not like hella late in the fucking evening or like hella early in the morning or whatever the fuck, you know, depending on when we left. Like, if anything, I just get irritated not really realizing like the other fucking implications of what was going on. Because I get SSDI and I haven't worked in a while. No. I wish I could get that fuck work. I want to suck off. I mean, I don't necessarily disagree with you on that. Especially in the current American capitalistic system. Fuck work. As far as I'm concerned, I'll act my wage. For being autistic, get it. I mean, I could if I wanted to, but I just choose not to, because, I mean, like, it's not like I don't mind work. It's just that I don't fucking want to, like, be under its current fucking grip, which is why, I'm, as, like, pro-labor as I am about it. Because at least to me, at the end of the day, fucking, being pro-labor at the end of the day is also being fundamentally anti-work. I don't give a fuck what people think. I don't want to work. Well, pull yourself by the bootstraps and just get a job. I'm just kidding. I mean, obviously, I imagine you would see the satire after my immediate, statement I just made before that. Let's get some heavier metal. E. Let robots and computers do all the unskilled manual labor. I agree. I'd rather automation, come in and liberate a lot of the fucking manual labor that, humans don't necessarily have to do. I mean, because that's, I think, what, especially if the new, more modern labor movement should be kind of build itself around, is seeing itself, as like, hey, let's, have, liberation from our work and from the toil by, automating these things. And we are able to reap from the benefits from that, despite. Because, we're, not necessarily needing to do it ourselves if there's definitely other better means to do so. Hell, I'm okay with robots doing all the labor. Sure. So we can maximize our own, time and our own personal lives to do what we want and to, like, maximize our ability to socialize, expand our own individuality, expand our own self, have a more ability to, like, freely and, libertarianly, explore yourself, other places and shit like that. And not be tied, to some other motherfucker or some other organization or other agency, and having to toil for their ass. Politicians, it's better in the business, it's only this tape, we're gonna do this shit, this, we're gonna do fake shit, WWE, because we keep it real at the USC, Sure, create robots to do all the work, then let them be created in an image. I mean, as God created us an image of the new Lord's work. Goddamn these immigrants taking our jobs. And comes to, like, the literal, like, synthetic, like, cyborg robots that look like the same white men that look like them. How do you do, neighbor? It's like, oh, that's right, you look like a good fella. Oh, hey, by the way, you got laid off. Well, goddamn it. This son of a bitch took my job. But he's not an immigrant. Goddamn, I can't yell at him, though. He's just another good, honest white man. Shit. You know what? Maybe that will, like, kind of fuck. In a weird way, I'm actually not inherently against that because that'll kind of fuck with them. Like, some of these, like, weird racist kind of, like, white dudes. They're just like, you goddamn immigrants trying to take our derbs. Like, if they have, like, basically the equivalent of, like, Arnold Schwarzenegger looking like, android robot thing, taking the job or some shit, just like, hi, how do you do? It's like, I don't know, man. I mean, it's like they wouldn't be able to necessarily be like, God damn it. They'll just be like, yes, my time has come. I can now retire on an SSDI and sit on my couch. Because another honest white man has now have my job. Like, I mean, oh my, dude, I bet that's how they would fucking, think, too. Look at that. Oh, dude. The only reason, you know, I would say yes, but the only reason why I'm against it is because that would unfortunately translate against to actual, like, hate crimes against actual people. That's the only reason why I would say no, but normally I would say yes. Because, goddamn, that would be hilarious. I mean, you know, like, but unfortunately, like, I'm just seeing a lot of, I'm seeing a lot of problems that would happen to actual people, you know, that I feel like that just would prohibit for something like that happening. Venom, goddammit! Yeah, it's like they're black as fuck. They got a turban on and they have an unintelligible Indian accent. Oh my god. What the fuck? Oh fuck, dude. You know, I want to agree, but I just know that the hate crimes would fucking skyrocket, man. I just know, dude. Apparently there was an IRL case of an Indian suicide bomber who hid a bomb in his turban. Do I respect him for the cleverness of hiding it in the turban, or do I question, or do I just, you know, be like, oh damn, you know, suicide bombers are, you know, can also be like radical fundamentalist Hindus too. I mean, honestly, like, I have a feeling it's only a matter of time until, like, radical fundamentalist Christians in America start doing shit like that. It's not like he killed any white people's arm, done. Oh my god. Is it really a hate crime if it's a robot you were committing a crime against? Well, if they're all at the factories and shit, and you're finding some random dude that looks like those robots on the street, that's a real human being. So, yes, it is. Fuck our plan, this is our plan, doesn't make you say look out there. Oh, yeah, if you're sticking out from my wrist. Yeah, it's like you unwrap it, and it's just like that stereotypical, like, 10-kilogram bomb ball that with the fuse sticking out. It's like, hey, what's this fuse? Whoop! And it's just like that round, like, cartoon bomb ball. Just sitting there with, like, the fuse just slowly going up to it. My god. Hindus believe suicide is a sin unless it's in very certain circumstances, suicide bombing not being one of them. Huh. So, like, suicide under certain circumstances is okay, but suicide bombing ain't it, chief. So what was that, like, dude trying to do? What, make a loophole and be like, hey, I was doing it for other reasons, but the suicide bombing was just the way I did it. Spanish and Asians make Filipinos, which are both sexy and desperate for cash. I mean, also it has, like, weird, you know, like, far-right cultural, like, normalizations that have been established there because of Spanish colonialism. Because you have people like Duterte. And drug people being basically just shot in the streets. So, I don't know. Yeah, Filipinos are sexy and probably desperate for cash, but they're also probably desperate to just probably have a better life because they're, you know, they're ran by a nation of, and a government of fucking psychos. He was Muslim, he was just Indian nationality. So I guess, you know, yeah. Just caveat. Even if I ever join the Air Force, I want my A-10 to have a nose art of a turbine engine with a turbine on top of it, with a black fuse cannonball sticking out on top of it. Oh my god. I'm not having any comments to some of these very borderline comments. In this case, Russians. Because there's like the possibility of what, going to war with them or some shit. You know, make it cute. Transgone wants to force transition camps happen. Well, I mean, they don't need to do it forced. Like, I'd just be like, oh, I have to do it? Okay, well, can I choose what happens? Like, I just cooperate, be like, okay, well, I mean, as long as I get to dictate how I can change how I look, then okay, sure. Because I'd probably, I don't know, I'd probably just have, like, literally, like, all the above. Like, that's probably just what I would do, because I just don't care. It's like, yep. Just give me all the above. Just give me all. Just as best when transition, yeah. That way your hormones go as best as can. Well, hence why, trans-affirming care, especially when someone's a youth, is, the best, case, for people who are trans. Not necessarily because, like, just for that, but just because, I mean, it's the best development for somebody, when they are trans, when it comes to things like that. Because it's not like someone suddenly becomes trans when they're, like, 23 or something. Ironically, my stepdad believes the left wants to make forced transition camps for conservatives. Maybe for certain people like him. Seriously, yes, he actually believes that. Like, his stepdad is literally like a neo-Confederate, like Fathers of the Confederacy member, like fascist. Like, he legit believes, this type of shit. A lot of Alex Jones level conspiracies. That's putting it lightly, dude. Like, a motherfucker like that would straight up just be, just, I don't know. Like, if Jefferson Davis was basically resurrected today, he would basically, follow him as he was like a fucking emperor. Or he needs to come back. I mean, sure, because honestly, I honestly found out about some Confederate history about how there was, like, secessionists of the secessionists. Like, they were called Southern Unionists, or, Union Loyalists, was it, like, another term for them? And they were basically just like, hey, this whole Confederacy thing, we actually don't vibe with this. Like, there was the Free State of Jones was, I think, one of the more prominent examples. So, I mean, it's just like, honestly, there's a lot more to, like, the history of the South and Confederacy, especially during the Civil War, than people probably make it out to be. But obviously, that doesn't mean, obviously, like, the fundamentals of the Confederacy itself was good or anything. Because it was utterly garbage, and it was basically just a bunch of white, landowning, aristocrat, rich fucking bastards that essentially were just running things. I guess, sounds like the North too, but I mean, this South were more prominent about keeping their property. Actually, I think Robert E. Lee should have been a Confederate president. Robert E. Lee, like, at least initially, wasn't even really, like, totally, like, adamant about it. He only really did it because he was, like, serving the state of Virginia. That's how he saw it. That doesn't make him good, because he was still kind of a piece of shit, too. But, I mean, probably not as much as Jefferson Davis, but that's only marginal. Robert E. Lee probably would have been smarter. Yeah, probably. I guess thank God that he wasn't. I mean, sure, like, Lee was a pretty good military tactician and shit, but honestly, fuck him as a person. Like, he still had excuses and justification for slavery and shit, you know, so he was still kind of one of these, you know, like, yeah, I'm okay with, like, this slavery thing and southern shit. Yeah, I'm okay with that. He just wasn't, like, hyper politically tied to it like a lot of other people were. It would have been forced about, even in Brazil, abolished slavery in the 1880s. I mean, maybe, but we probably would have seen that, like, honestly, I'm just gonna take a wild guess. Probably, honestly, we would have seen something like that either by the end of the 1800s or by the beginning of the 1900s, if they were to exist. Because if it took to the 1880s, that's not really close to the 1900s. That's not really, like, far away from the 1900s. That's, like, 2 decades away about. I don't know what, like, year they specifically abolished it, but at least for Brazil. But, I mean, within a 2-decade period, that's close to the 1900s. I mean, so if the Confederates still live on and shit, they sure shit would have tried to keep it going as long as they could. So probably at least, you know, maybe by, you know, the First World War, because there's a chance they probably would have been more sympathetic towards the Kaiser and shit. And, you know, the north of the Union America would have been a little bit more, obviously, allied and more favorable towards the intent. So World War I probably also would have dragged on to the North America as well, if that was the case. If the Confederacy, yep, I personally do agree with that. So, I mean, if it didn't get abolished by this 1860s, it probably would have by the Great War. If not, maybe before then, but if not, definitely by that point. And if anything, it probably you would have had, you know, far right, you know, elements, you know, similar to, like, you know, Hitler maybe, you know, after the Great War. Let's say hypothetically, if, you know, everything still played out where the Allies won that, you know, and if that would have been the case, then, you know, we probably would have seen like, you know, Huey Long types, you know, maybe, or, you know, also, you know, others who would have wanted to try to reestablish slavery, especially, you know, being more allied and more lenient towards, you know, Hitler's regime and shit. So in World War II, we also would have seen the war fought on our front probably far more immediate than we did, you know, in both wars. But I think in World War II, let's say hypothetically, if things also still played out where the Allies won that, I think that's would have when the CSA would have seen the end of its tenure. We're like the little mini Civil War, you know, the American Civil War III, you know, tied into, you know, this bigger global war and shit would have just been finally put to the end. Because, like, every time those wars, you know, every time, you know, those wars was sparked up, the Great War or the Second World War, those would have essentially been like little mini American Civil Wars starting up again. Imagine America's Central Powers, including Germany, Austrian Empire, Ottoman Empire, Mexico, and the CSA. Frankly, they would have been more formidable. Because if there's one thing that the CSA, at least in the Civil War, was known for, was that they had good marksmen. Like, they had good sharpshooters who can, you know, take, you know, Union troops, you know, from a far long distance and take, you know, sniper shots, basically. So it's like, I mean, they were actually legitimately known for being, you know, good marksmen in a lot of ways. So it's just like they, you know, if they were able to, like, have volunteer divisions or brigades, you know, help out with, you know, the Kaiser or, you know, if the Austrians or the Ottomans or some shit, I mean, probably would have, you know, turned the tides in various different battles. So, I mean, I don't know, there's a chance where a lot of these different battles in these wars in themselves could have turned out totally differently. Which I guess, thank fuck they didn't. The only war I kind of wish turned out a little differently was the First World War. Because I have a feeling things would have been a little different if that was the case. And I don't know, I guess depending on how you see the alternate history of things, it could be for better. Read a lot of alt history novels where Huey Long rose to power in a surviving Confederacy that lost World War I and ended up being the Southern Hitler. See, like, that's how I feel like, I mean, if a lot of people feel that way, or have, a lot of alt history tied to it, I feel like, it's a pretty good assumption that would have been the case. Because he's already nicknamed, like, the King of Louisiana when it came to him being the governor of Louisiana, so he's already seen as, like, kind of like a mini dictator. So Confederates had Whitworth sniper rifle, scoped musket with hexagonal bullets. It was capable of some unit of angle precision at 1,000 yards, which is no mean feat even by today's standards. Sub-minute of angle dispersion, or sub-minute angle. Yeah, with the Whitworth snipers. Yeah, like, I mean, that's why they were, known for being good marksmen. In fact, actually, funny enough, part of the reason why the NRA first was established back in the day was because they were considered like the Northern Rifles, or like the North's Rifle Association initially, because they basically wanted to enforce, like, marksman training in people in the North after the Civil War, because just in case, a Civil War II Electric Boogaloo happened again, they wanted, like, the North to basically have sharpshooters who are at least, equivalent, to the sharpshooters in the South, because they noticed that shit. And by the end of the war, like, I mean, they at least started being a little bit more competitive, especially as technology advanced. But I mean, prior to that, though, I mean, with the Whitworth rifle, I mean, South, were pretty decent, legit fucking good marksmen. In the police force, the way the Greeks did with the Persian slaves. That wouldn't happen, because the slaves would do it in rebellion so fucking quick. I mean, there was already history of slave rebellions that happened prior to the Civil War. So, I mean, like, I feel like a lot of people would have seen that coming. Be like, don't give the slaves any power to be police or soldiers, because they're probably gonna fucking rise up and do a rebellion. British had a few slave rebellions, but most compelled in Greek slavery due to punishments. Well, yeah, because it's, the fucking punishments of fucking doing things, that aren't, like something that slaves should be doing, they're not going to be, treating you well with. They could have very severe punishments at that. They didn't have much responsibility as modern police. They were simply tasked with keeping peace in the city. If only cops don't know to do that. Like these days, but unfortunately they don't. If anything, they'd rather oppress. Would Ignar be Spartacus? Probably not. If anything, I'd rather, if anything in those societies, there'd probably either be a smith or a hunter or some shit. I mean, if he, like, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, because honestly, at least then it'd be a little bit more respect trade, at least be, like, somewhat better off. It wouldn't be, like, great, but at least it'd be decently well off, at least more so than the common peasant or serf. So. Plus, there could be, like, a smith guild or a hunter's guild or something. If that's the case, then awesome. Chicolo. Latins and Persians were at war for each other for 700. It's amazing Persians don't hate each other today. Because holding a grudge from 700 years ago is kind of fucking pointless. Or grudges from, like, you know, 700-year-long, like, strife and struggle and shit. Like, I mean, it's kind of dumb, you know, to be holding such a grudge. Like, I don't got a fucking grudge for whatever bullshit, you know, from, like, history or some shit, because, like, I have some Celtic and Nordic ancestry because of the Anglo-Saxons or whatever the fuck. Like, I mean, we be a little Irish. I don't necessarily mean that I have, like, some, you know, like, inherent fucking, like, you know, spite against, like, Anglo-Saxons and shit or something. Now it's Turks versus Greeks, Persians versus Italians. I don't even hate Serbs, and that shit was going on when I was born. I think that shit was going on since, I don't know, like, since, like, people have been there or something. I don't know, like, it always seems like there's always some shit going on there. Turks press the Greeks much more than recent, yeah. Ottomans. I was in Bosnia, so it serves this some nasty stuff to people there. I can imagine. Because I've heard a lot of shit about it. Slavs kind of stole Balkan land from the Illyrians, who then became the Albanians. Nazi clients did to Serbs in World War II. You know, that's almost always the justification. Well, it sounds like that whole, like, you know, old grudge shit I was kind of talking about from earlier. Because it's like, that was then, today's now. Like, I mean, do you think, like, Croats and Bosniaks are, like, you know, the same as, like, back then? Like, no, they're not. So it's just like, I mean, the only reason they might be is just because this shit is literally a continuous reciprocal cycle and they keep perpetuating it. Well, just the people that keep continuously perpetuating the same, like, type of cycle overall. Not necessarily just Serbs and shit, but it's just like, it's just like fucking absurd. It's like, at a certain point, you know, it's like you think you just drop it. It's like, alright, yeah, it's like, I think it's been long enough since that shit happened. I mean, might as well just drop it. Bug it. Serb genocide in World War II. I mean, wasn't there, like, didn't they have, like, a few? Even, like, wasn't there one after World War II? I mean, I definitely know there was, during World War II. Because, honestly, there was, like, a few genocides going on in World War II. There was a lot of them. Like, so, I mean, you know, Serbs being one of them. Jews, obviously, being one. Polish, I mean, just kind of Slavs, too, overall. I know, you know, as an Irish boy, I do feel hate towards the Brits, for what they done to my ancestors, I mean, like, the British government, yeah, I mean, I don't really have, like, a problem with Brits, but the ones that are cucked to the royals, sure. Most average people know about African slavery, Jewish genocide, Spanish Empire, British Empire, and that's about it. Yeah, even though there's a little bit more going on, like the Armenian genocide, you know, Serbian genocide. I mean, honestly, there's just like a lot. Doesn't make it any better. That's why I have a problem with, like, the British government and the royals. Like, I'll hate on the royals, like, every day of the week and, like, be as, like, pretty much literally be about as close, you know, to patriotic fervor, you know, as you'll see me get. Like, when it comes to, like, the royal monarchy of England and shit, or whatever the fuck. But to the, you know, British people, like I said, I mean, I don't really give a fuck. Oi, they're about to play the Queen's funeral on the telly. I got the bean pizza and ketchup ready. See, I got problems with those Brits. Like, I'm gonna fuck on those Brits. Because, like, you're cooked, you have a baked bean pizza and ketchup and shit. Just wasting my at this point, which the royal government is attached to, and the British government is putting money into them. I mean, the British government is very strongly still tied with the royalty. I mean, that's kind of the problem with them. Like, England needs to just fucking abolish it already. Same with all these other European countries, like Norway, Sweden, I think Finland, and a few other fucking European countries still have, like, you know, these symbolic monarchies and shit that still have, like, some element of, like, government power and shit. And it's just like, pfft, get rid of it. Boo. So people thought George Washington should have been a king of America. Well, that's gross. No, thank you. Not totally about that. The only absolute monarchies on Earth, Middle East and Southeast Asian. Brunei, Thailand. Well, yeah, it's Saudi Arabia. And I think the UAE too, and Jordan. How about America was a monarchy, but the king had to be a full-blown American rule of the whites? Questionably based? I mean, that'd be interesting. Albania was briefly a dysfunctional monarchy for a brief period. Yeah, King Zod, yeah. Wanted to absorb ethnic Albanians into Italian people, basically. Yeah. Like, what was even up with King Zog? Like, the only thing I know about that weirdo was that he basically built, like, endless amount of forts. Like, on the coastlines of Albania and shit. Because he was kind of expecting to be annexed or whatever the fuck. But by the time it came, you know, to the point where those bunkers might have been used, just nothing happened. You know, like, I mean, it was just full annexation. Albanians were deemed definitely kosher in the eyes of the Italian Empire. Yeah, because Mussolini was basically wanting to try to reinstate the Roman Empire, essentially. Like, it was Albania, and then I think Ethiopia after that. I thought it was communists who built the bunkers. Was it a communist who built those? I thought it was General Zog, or Emperor Zog. That was Hoxha built with the bunkers. He was afraid of Yugoslavs and Soviets mainly. Oh, okay. Alright, I got a little bit mixed up. I knew Albania had those bunkers. I got a little mixed up who built those. It was the Hoxha guy. Okay. I thought it was Zog, but okay. I got it mixed up. But I've been corrected. Though, those bunkers, though, it's just like... I don't get those. Because Yugoslavs and Warsaw Pact were basically on the Albanian border right next door. And if Albania were communists too, it's like... I guess because they were essentially, you know, separate and independent from that, they were just like, nah. We might get absorbed, you know, into that. We don't want it. So, boo. Fuck that. The bunkers would ironically be a godsend event of World War III, because Serbia is a Russian ally and Albania is a NATO member. Well, a lot of them are essentially been abandoned for the most part at this point. Every bunker would be a javelin turret. Javelin turret. Yeah. I mean, yeah, they would. All I have to do is dig dirt out, assuming it didn't break. Yeah, true. I mean, it wouldn't be too much, you know, to reconfigure them. Was Yugoslavia a mistake? No. I wouldn't necessarily think so. Because it worked for a while. I mean, it was more near the end of its tenure where it started to collapse and shit. Yeah, what the fuck? Let them time alone to forgive and forget. Well, I mean, it's like, you think it should be, you know, like, you think it basically should be at this point, like, now. Because, like, Yugoslavia was back then, today is now. You know, it's like, I mean, I'd imagine, you know, there's probably, like, I don't know. Yugoslavia worked similar in a manner in which Iraq worked, albeit not as brutally. Tito was a bastard, but I hear he held the country together. See, I don't know. Like, I mean, I'd imagine at least maybe for his early tenure wasn't as bad, but, I mean... I don't know as much about that in comparison, you know, to, you know, like, other communist states and shit. I just kind of know it's, like, separate from the Warsaw Pact overall. They kind of have their own thing going on. You little goof. Sit. Good boy. You're supposed to grab that, you goof. Yeah, my little goofball. What? What? What are you looking at now? Hmm? The story I heard is Tito didn't want to be Stalin's bitch and actually sent him a letter telling him off. Base Tito? that's true, that's actually kind of based. Man, you're a little punk. Quit being a little punk beach. Spit. Basically, it's true. Yeah, I mean, that sounds like it to be accurate. I mean, that sounds kind of like up Tito's sleeve a little bit. He kind of sounds like the dude who would tell you to fuck off if you, you know, try to, like, you know, be like, can you just basically be my puppet? Like, he definitely, he strikes me as a dude that'd be like, who would tell you to fuck off if he really did not like you. And something tells me he did not like Stalin, and, yeah, told him to basically just kind of fuck off. Mongolian Communist General Secretary drunkenly slapped Stalin dinner meeting for demanding that statues of Buddha be demolished. Stalin later had him whacked. Oh, I heard about that guy before. Dude, that guy's also kind of base, because he loses like another dude that literally just did not give a fuck either. Too bad he got whacked. He was one ballsy fighting Buddhist. Dude, yeah, I forgot what his name is, but I know who you're talking about. And that dude was legitimately kind of based. I remember looking at a Wikipedia page about him because I saw like a YouTube short about him. And I was just like, hey, you know, like, this guy actually kind of sounds based a little bit. Too bad Saul whacked him. I mean, you know, because especially considering he didn't give a fuck either. He was actually legit kind of ballsy. Everybody die, B-A-R-Y. Everybody die, B-A-R-Y. Update: Republicans start recruiting plaintiffs for a lawsuit to stop student loan debt relief. Our response: 137 false applications were sent in less than a day. Fucking based. There's an old conspiracy that Tito has someone killed by poisoning him, and the doctors are too scared to treat him, so they let him die. I don't necessarily feel like that's true. I mean, maybe him being, like, Stalin being poisoned and shit like that, maybe that part's true? I'd be less scared slapping Hitler than Stalin. I'd imagine even Hitler would be more forgiving of that, assuming you're one of his buddies, significantly kosher. Possibly. This is a cool piece if I don't give a shit. It's banging. That much I know. You know what? The song is making me biased. there. What are you doing? What a goofball. Yusuf is one of the few common states that are unrestricted outers from NATO member states. It's kind of actually interesting. Didn't necessarily think I expect that part of Yugoslavia being a thing. Don't you dare go near that pizza. I'll bonk you. Bonk. That's what you get. Get bonked, boy. Premier League is a drive over. Well, yeah, because like their borders, like, you know, touching each other. Nice. I was hoping it wouldn't be strong, and it's not. Good. Excuse me. It's my pizza. It's my pizza, jerk. Oh, shit. I don't think you want jalapenos, bro. I'm not too sure how you feel about the jalapeno. Like, for real, dude. This is my last slice, bitch. My last slice. I ain't giving this shit. Hell no. What the fuck? Get over here. Bruh. Get up here. Come on. Up. Buddy. Hey, ball. Boo. Mm-mm. Jerk. Fuck you. Sweet baby. You're a jerk, but I love you. Because you're just a sweet boy. You're just a whiz. Just a whiz. You're just a sweet baby. Here. Here. Rawhide. Oh. You still did. Oh my god, you still can't catch shit. Okay. Whew. I thought I'd feel the burn from the rum, but no, I'm feeling the burn from the jalapeno. I love it though, because I love me some jalapenos. Not a bug guy, especially mops, but everyone has one. Aww. Venezuelan poodle moth? No, sir, I think that's a Pokemon. We found it. Found the EV bug type. I mean, I don't know why you're not into moths. Like, they're innocent and they're adorable. How drunk are you? I don't know, about typical drunk. When it comes to like having like 2 or 3 birds on stream. I mean, I didn't put that much fucking rum in this. It's mostly fucking Dr. Pepper. But it'll get me good and doozy. It's probably at least like a shot and a half in there. I actually accidentally loaded probably like 3, but I was like, I'm gonna like put half of this back. They want my almond butter. They can't have it. I don't think any moths are gonna try to snag your almond butter. Renaissance. War Band Renaissance. Yo. Evil empire's gone. Yay. Now we're the only one. There's be a peace on earth. What give you that idea? The economy depends on guns. We'll have arms safe with ourselves. Do not trust me. I'm nowhere near as promiscuous in person as I am online. Where did that come from? Okay. So? Neither am I. It still doesn't mean we can't be, we can't pimp out the war, It's Renaissance for it. Generals who've never been to war, psycho rapists who's never been laid, like shooting fish in a barrel, and the child must be fed. God, but real careful, IRL. Well, hey, when you're out here, you don't really need to give a shit. At least not as much. Pushing A2, get JFK, but where are they now? Song goes hard. Who wants almond butter? The moth. Meanwhile, I just want the real butter. Give the almond butter to the moths. Mothman getting it. Give it to him. Just do it. They're gonna take over the world if you don't. Too many territories over. Put arms race back on boil. As the world's population's exploding. Rules for water, not oil. Too many damn people already. Go to land we could use for golf. They come on to blast Rwanda. Help me to treat each other alive. So you want a pet moth, feed them almond butter? Well, as far as I know, I don't think moths have, mouths or anything. I think they just feed off of, nectar or flowers and shit or something. If they want to fix this shit, they can have it. I mean, honestly, I feel like moths would do a better job than fucking, other species, humanity. I'll embrace the moth overlords. I'll let Mothman, rule our government. and everything. In his jobs or teens, go broke, baby, or rich, searching for a rosebud in the fire. Pop stars' fingers are in the fans. Therapists wish you had crucifix or lubricant and government by fad. I hear Mothman is strong enough to rip off someone's head. Based? I mean, he already has the power to basically show up at an area and then basically, essentially confirm and basically just, like, guarantee that something bad is gonna happen. Because, like, the whole thing about Mothman's just, like, he, you know, appears at an area before, like, a disaster happens there or some shit. Like, a few days, you know, before it happens. But, I have no idea. It was trained personally by its gorilla. And by its gorilla. Do you like mobs or butterflies better? Go pay no los dos. Why not both? I like both of them. Got you in the corner in the ring. That cherished myth. Falling in love magically solves every problem you've ever had. In the other corner, spoon-sized shredded dreams. The gods must be lazy. The moviegoers must be crazy. Spawn and die. My. What's that one white moth that glows in the dark? I don't know. I heard that moths taste awful. Well, I'm not gonna eat them. Like, why would I eat a fucking moth? I deadass will legit eat a spider sooner than a moth. Oh, you want? Actually, fucking speaking of which, you want to see a spider? Like, there's actually like a spider girl that's a spider sis that's been chilling out. She's a fucking big girl too. She's hanging out over here. Here, actually, let me get a ladder. Let me show. She's actually like pretty beautiful to look at. And I'm drunk enough to do this because I don't give a fuck. She actually might be eating right now, so you might be seeing her eat. Might see her have a little feast. Ugh. Oh yeah, a little bit. Hey girl, what's up? Are you having your little feast right now? No? Are you? Nope. She has it with her though. I like how it doesn't want to like actually focus on her. Here's my fingers right next to her, by the way. Just for comparison's sake. Whoa, 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 whoa. Don't go near my fingers, girl. Oops, I accidentally touched her web. I accidentally touched her web. She almost went for my fingers. You're good, girl. Look at you. You big bitch. Beautiful, though. I wish it would focus on you. Is her name Mildred? Put it outside the home. I mean, she has a big old feast. I mean, she has some food. So, I mean, you know, she's okay. Is there a way to, like, actually focus on her, though? So we can kind of see her a little bit. Yeah, come back to your web. Yeah, that girl. Yeah, come back to your web. Yeah, look at you. Yeah, look at you. Well, what the hell? Come on. Welcome back. Well, you kind of suck. Well, fuck you, Mildred. Rose named you now. Whoop. But she has a huge ass web there. So, you know, I'm just gonna let her chill there. Cause fuck it. Otherwise, I don't want him in my home. Well, I mean, like, in Oregon, you get orb beavers that are about that big, so, I mean, I'm used to them. Which I'm okay with them. I mean, she ain't gonna do me no harm. She's probably gonna go after my fingers, you know, thinking it was a food. And I don't want her thinking my fingers are food. So... Who the hell's going around eating mobs? I don't know. Like, both mobs about advice taste horrible compared to other arthropods. Like, yeah, who's fucking eating that shit? Like, who's eating that? Someone named their lady cat Eddie. A serious giant spider raised you one big ass cockroach. That spider would eat that cockroach. Blubber dies. Blunder blubber dies. Blubber dies. Flash rush. Fox. Turn him off. Any NCT mobs? I feel like there's more nutritional foods than mobs. I can feel like there's like more foods that are available that would actually be good than that. That's just me. We just dragging rock sacks, baby. Citizens are moved. Those were the good old days. Those were the good old days. Good book, goodbye the book. We're bringing else back again. We're pro-life. Tunes would rather deal with spiders and roaches. Fuck their attendant move around. Fuck the way their attendant move around. No shit, dude. At least spiders, you know to kind of, for the most part, chill out. Our cat tastes good, but I love my kitty too much to find out. Yeah, no. Not really about that myself. Scariest insect, giant water bug. Lives in lakes and rivers in North America. And that's one of the most painful venom in the animal. Kind of look like a regular insect or likes to recognize. You never know. I think I know what you're talking about. We can already say it's for any females present. I will absolutely not eat any. Oh my god. But well, eat puss to the end, turn if you could. Damn. Wow. You always like to try to fucking clip me out of context, huh? Okay, gotta go to the bathroom real quick. Be right back. The one step forward to hell with them. Oh, what is it up here? Boy. Well, come on. Yeah, you got you a toy, huh? You crazy boy. This crazy boy. Got him this and he's going nuts over it. Up. Fucking hell, dog!
I didn't close them all the way, but that's what pulled open the door and the gate. And as soon as I went out to check the truck, I turned around, boom, they flew out. Just like,
yeah, if you ever go outside, make sure you watch him in case he follows you. There's been times where he's been outside. He closed the door on him earlier today. I was hearing like some pawing at the door, and I was like, what the fuck? And I opened it, and he's just there outside. I'm like, how in the fuck? I was like, oh my god, you poor pup. He wasn't out there long, I mean, but it was just like, god damn it, poor pup.
he was like right on my trail, you know?
Yeah, he'll follow you. He's like...
I just pulled it, I mean, it didn't latch me, so I just pulled it so it went closed, and I went up the gate, and it came closed, and we knocked close, but you know, just
He's a little ninja, dude.
there. And that little butthead, he pulled open the door, and he pulled open the gate, and he was like right in there.
He's a little ninja, dude. Come here, baby. Well, that didn't have to say shit. Look how fucking he is just paw. Give me the paw. That's, oh my god. This dog, dude. Hold on. Just look at this little freak. Paw? It's not a paw! It does not paw. Paw? Paw. Boy. Do you not know a thing called patience? You're a freak! Here, take it. Oh my god. Trump does not care about Constitution or freedom. Well, no shit. Nor, yeah, neither does DeSantis and neither does the GOP. I mean, like, pretty much none of the Republicans really do. It's conservative, and he always talk about how he wants more Muslims to come to America because they're based and red-pilled. Well, a lot of the Mexican youth and shit, and a lot of Latino youth tend to be kind of the opposite. Hey! Bitch! Oi! Woo! Come here. See? Good boy. Oh, you're standing so proud and handsome. Alright, I guess I could kind of see impartial, like, why, you know, Fake Sig, I guess TJ and Fake Sig don't really hang out too much anymore because he's more conservative and literally thinks, you know, Muslims and Mexicans and shit are based and red-pilled. I mean, yeah, I could probably see why maybe they, you know, aren't exactly, you know, chat anymore. At least to some degree. And also, this is partly kind of dumb because especially like younger generations, even in Latin America, they tend to be a lot more like, maybe not necessarily progressive leaning, but more like irreligious and, you know, like, you know, and not as, you know, caring, you know, and about shit like that in comparison to their older generations. Maybe not as much in places like in Europe and America, but still, like, I mean, like, the younger generations don't seem to give as much of a shit, you know, about these things as, you know, the predecessing generations. Mixed American youth are mostly progressive. Most of Mexico aren't relative to white American youth. Well, yeah. That's why I'm kind of specifying, you know, Mexican, you know, or like Latin American youth and shit. And, you know, and I guess, you know, even more specifically, you know, like Latin American and Mexican American youth, you know, specifically too. You know, to narrow it even more down. But yeah, I mean, overall though, there's more, you know, like, I mean, that's why I necessarily wasn't, you know, trying to like say progressive, but more like irreligious, you know, because You know, like, even if there are more, like, socially conservative views, you know, with some of the youth still, like, I mean, they're not, it's not necessarily tied to the, you know, to the religiosity, but a lot of the religiosity kind of plays a role as to why they are like that, though. I mean, if they weren't as, you know, exposed, you know, in their development and upbringing environmentally, you know, to, like, at least, you know, for, like, Latin America, like, a lot of Catholicism that is very homophobic and shit, they probably wouldn't be as homophobic, despite some of their, like, mindset of being more turned off towards, like, Catholicism or religiosity in general. You must party all night, let's party some more! Don't worry about it, son. Have it real, yo. So much to start a cereal brand called the Hispanos. They're chili powder flavored. They come with a little mariachi bobblehead toy. Oh my god. I don't think something like that would be able to work at all. Like, oh my god. Yeah. Boo boo. Look at you. You're a little goof. You're a goofball. You're actually started a toy company that's called Husky Inc. that sells furry exclusive toys. There's already a bunch of them that already do that. Here comes the four-wheel processing this biz. Got your gun, racks, tractor tires, handles, my drivers. We couldn't find a chick to sit in the middle, so we drank our sick. Lean out the woods, bitches ass dead. We are the goons of hazard, glorified on your TV. We run down bikes and hitchhikers, and we all will get off so free. What are you doing? No, not kids' toys, I mean adult toys. I already know what you meant. We're the vigilante to you, who's every tough guy flicks. Bash your punks and bums and fags with our baseball bats. No dare to blow away woods today, so we go to Orville, shut a black cat down, or waste demonstrators in Greensboro instead. Cause we are the goons of hazard, and glorified on your TV. We'll leave you in a pool of blood, cause we know get off scot-free. Sort think that progressives are going to give sex toys to kids in school. Dude, if, like, me as a teenager in high school wish I could be able to get that shit more easily. I had to, like, literally do the DIY, like, make your own shit. Which is horrible. So, I mean, it's just like, fucking hell, dude. Like, teenage high school me would have been like, please. Well, my friends to steal his parents' dildos, including a strap-on. Oh my god. I don't even think I would do that. Ever smoke out of cocaine? Yep. I've done that before. Pipe breaks. Grab a can of soda. Drink it up. Empty it out a little bit. You know, whatever remnants are left. Survivors in Chamber of Commerce want to deputize. Stoner Gestapo, who's a keep your team, get a shape kid who paid as a strike breaker. Maybe you'll get a tax squad for the LAPD. Because we are the goons of hazard, glorified on your TV. We'll leave you in a pool of blood, because we know get off scot-free. Free. Scot-free. Scot-free. We'll get off. We'll get it off. We'll get off scot-free. I've done that with the flashlight, not strap on though. Oh my god, even I wouldn't do that. Who focused that flashlight and said there would be come inside and poop on strap on. Ah, dude. Bro. Oh man, his parents didn't even clean that shit? Fuck. Oh, dude. Bro, now I wish I fucking put more than what I put in there for alcohol. Fuck. Then I would have to owe my friend 2 bottles of fucking liquor. Fuck, dude. No. That was like 64. Fuck! Dude! Oh my god, what is wrong with your friend? Like, I mean... Dude. Are we degenerates? Yes! I reflect on my degeneracy and realize that I'm not as bad of a degenerate than I think I am when I look at this fucking chat. It's like, God. Oh my fucking Christ. Venom story. Oh my god. Man, thank fuck. Oh my god, I'm so glad that my dad didn't own any and my mom was a religious Puritan. Like, oh my god, thank fuck that, like, this was never a hypothetical, dude, that I ever had to fucking endure. Oh my god. I always had my own because I was basically the only one fucking having them. It's like, oh my god. Are you glad? Do you think you would have actually stole it? No! Like, because I'm just like glad that my parents don't have shit like that. I don't want to know if they even do. Because either 1, they were good at hiding it, or 2, they weren't into it. Either way, thank fuck. Because, Shut up. No! 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 Stop! Okay, moving on. Moving on. Moving on. Moving on. Moving on. We're moving the fuck on. Just no. We're stopping this. Ceasing this. I just pop back in at all times. How the fuck do you think I feel? I have to endure this in its most maximum capacity. You just happen to fucking like pop in at all times. I like this topic, let's stay here. No! How about we don't? For my last comment. M. Night Shyamalan is making another movie again. Oh, really? I wonder what that's going to be about. I'm curious for it. Didn't I give you a rawhide shoe earlier? Where'd that go? Yeah, puppy. Where'd that rawhide go? Little mutt? You little super mutt? Some kind of apocalypse type deal. Alright. I'm kind of down for it. I'm kind of curious to see where that would turn into. A real sister used to strap on for her girlfriend, doesn't clean it. Says it makes it taste better. Oh my fucking Christ! Can we stop? No! God, I'm not gonna... I'm gonna stop reading these out loud. This is such a random genre change. I literally would rather just talk about, like, hating banks or something right now. Like, literally. This song is actually, like, speaking to me a little bit. I think cool and give me a dime. I was born city of time. I James and institutions thinking they're so highfalutin. There's more guns in BB suit there. Trying to steal all my loot. Yo. Saying by the rank. Muslims be near stinking bank. You know, go to breakfast speech. Go off the street and eat my meat. Oh. Ow, ow. Well, that was simple. Yeah, hey, banks is just that simple. They're on ground. They're just here. So big, you go in. So you know what to do. So you know what to do. I'm literally gonna actively look for other shit to look at right now besides the chat. And also bump the song up a little more. Yeah. Like a dog who's like a doo-doo log. Republicans want it all there. Rockers are mighty small. See they're given to the red shell. See the president twitching the ditch. Oh. Ow. Yeah, I would say right to two for greasy hair, and evil and evil eye stare. Inside checking, take my ideas, say scared card after me. So I know it's really a slow mother. God Jones can suck my dong, yeah. Alright, everybody say these three magic words. I want you to help me say the words, I want you to repeat after me. Here we go. Pretty simple. Oh, I hate banks. I hate banks, I like them. I hate banks, Papa like loose. Papa like big zip. I hate banks, wow. I hate banks, let's stand them. Need me shovel, man, I plant them. Is he yonder, is that I belong? I hate banks, it's the name of the song. These are rifles, and 102. I hate banks, and how about you? Hating banks, fuck banks, bunch of no good money laundering, never taking responsibility, credit score, making up politician bribing cunt bags. That's right, Mojo Nixon wouldn't like you. While we're at it, fuck the politicians and making their money. Yeah, fuck them too. I think a lot of this is the opposition if ever serves the right wing conspiracy, so they end up being indifferent to it. This song is anti-Semitic. Oh my god. Oh my lord. You know, here, let me play some more Mojo. Because Mojo is actually, like, legit pretty based. Here. Here's another fun one. But yeah, I mean, the Federal Reserve is something that I'm okay with, you know, abolishing too, or ending. The song is anti-ignoric. Burn down the shopping malls. Yeah. America's turning into some kind of central realm with common denominator. Shopping mall. The biggest strategy from hell. Where do you feel, man? You're like I feel right here. Gasoline. Burn down the malls. Burn down the malls. Burn down the malls. Burn down the malls. Now it's like his own store. They turned into a shopping center. Oh, you got a shopping center right here, man. Now here we go, folks. Go. Where do you please go? Here's America. What's America turning into? You're getting a condo shopping mall. Hell, I say, burn down the malls. Burn down the malls. I'm okay with having centralized banking because it's better than either state issuing its own currency. I mean, I want like a nationalized banking and shit, but I wouldn't necessarily have it via Federal Reserve. I just kind of have it totally different. The thing that's getting on my nerves is National 21 drinking age. Oh, what do you think about that? A bunch of malarkey! A bunch of malarkey, Jack. Let me tell you, listen, fat. Whole bunch of it. He's going to be 21 year olds? No, he's going to be drafting 18 and 19-year-olds. Can't buy beer. Can't buy beer. You get married, screw yourself up real good. You can't buy beer though. You can charge $8 million on the master charge. No, probably anti like the Federal Reserve that sacrifices ghosts to the demon gods of Babylon and cast spells from the Shattered Rin. What the fuck? Lowest common denominator, money. How many moons did you move, Mojo? How many things of apple juice did you sell, huh? Swamp dog. Fucking gator. Just running around. You know what this gator's doing? He's trying to subliminally tell you to go burn down the malls, so he's running off to go do that. Gator's like, I'm gonna burn down those Florida malls, bro. Are you gonna join me? Let's burn down those Florida malls. Boom. Runs off to go do it. That's what he's gonna do, bro. He's gonna give it the fucking death roll. Just a little high little backpackers. Said, you know, it says to rock and roll. And since I was read, what you watch, what you listen to. Who's that sound like? Oh no. Oh, Mr. DeSantis. Oh, there, Mr. Trump. Wait till I get my hands on the floor, baby. Cause I'm inside the shopping mall. And then we're gonna have a war on drugs. War on drugs. Oh, you have a war on suckers. I have a war in Central America. Sabizol, condominium, and guard. Roger Nixon's so absurd, I love it. Ignore, I think Venom is crying out for help. I'm not reading the chat. I've seen where this chat is going and I'm stopped reading it until you said something. Venom, why in the absolute fuck would you fuck a gator? Why? Are you asking to literally get death rolled? Like why? What's wrong with you? Please burn down. Can we not just like Why do we? Why does the chat delve into these things so quickly? Cat. I like cats. Oh, this cat's doing like some ninja shit. Ninja kitty. So my friend found the cat in the bathroom. Always hang your cat up to dry after a bath. What are cats? Clearly not Newtonian semi-solids. Yep. Exactly. Great googly boogly.
Yeah, man, we go to the college radio station. They said they really been waiting for us all day long. All
Day long. All day long.
So we do a little interview, then we go.
Are you sure what happened to him? Yeah.
Sound check, you know, we be checking out.
I'm pretty sure.
We going hoo ha hee ha hoo la. Yeah, man, and the local band gets up on the stage. They begin to rave, they begin to rock and roll. They got a super soul going up through the beats and started grabbing the tallywhackers. And they say,
Frankly, part of me wouldn't really give a shit if I see a coyote around here, by the way, because the SM62x39 will definitely be used. What about the kitten you mentioned some streams ago? I'm not too sure what's going on with that one. They would kill pets and no-tag toddlers and infants. Yeah. I mean, like, I definitely know the dangers of them. The thing is that they're usually not around in this area, but considering that there's at least a pack of 3 of them that have been spotted by different people in the neighborhood, it's, you know, they are definitely, you know, around here. And I have seen them here before, so they're around here. So if I see them again, sure shit, I'm gonna fucking kill them. Shot a handful. Well, let's just hypothetically say if you just happen to casually see me in a fucking coyote pelt, you know what happened. If somebody says, like, hey, what happened? I'm just gonna stare at them and be like, look at my past streams and I think you'll get it. Like, I ain't gonna say shit. At that point, I'm keeping my mouth shut. Because at this point, I'm just saying shit. Or coyotes make good eating. Good. Because I'll eat it too. I got your money, yeah. I got your money. There's a visual man and a sound man. And there's a man and there's a guy, so photo. People on the gets list. So you're gonna get all the money when it comes to $7.48. $7.48, huh? The 7 George Washington dollars. The 50 cents less than 50 cents. I see, that's what I see. I said,
Colt 45 single action service revolver. Then I get to the big wall. I place a cold steel barrel up against this slug's head and I yell, where the hell's my money? Where the hell's my money?
couldn't really get away with this today. You really could not get away with this today. I guess the owner wouldn't be able to get away with it either.
Where the hell's my money? Where the hell's my money?
So the song is just basically a good old tale from the times of woe. Was saying it's like a story of Mojo Nixon when he was playing a gig and the bar owner and the club owner, basically he's ripping him off. So instead of giving him about $7,000 like he actually is properly earned, you know, for the gig, he gets $7.48. And basically this club owner is trying to fucking weasel his way out of it and out of paying him. The song is called Where the Hell's My Money? My low bills. So it's on 5s, 10s, 20s, 30s. And so, wait a minute, 30s? Where did you get a $30 bill from? Where did you build our bill with Billy Graham's face on it? What do you think I am, some kind of dummy? $7,000, not $7.
Richard Petty. I'm talking about like Will Scott, like Pee Wee Roberts, yeah. And these two nubile, obviously underage young women are hanging on to the roof rack. And these two little Madonna wannabes are going in a club on and wiping the poop out of his pants. And it's like, I'm talking about butt ugly, super butt ugly, butt ugly, super Zilla, that's what I'm talking about. With the double off shell, under the 14 shotgun is fired.
Super Zilla butt ugly. Oh my god.
We figure out these wannabe bananas. We figure out they must be undercover cops. So we take them to their daddy's house and they get
The motion takes is just fucking comical. I want to rip off Ignar. He has an AK. Oh yeah. Like I want to have a Colt revolver 30. I want to have a Colt 1936 single action revolver. I'd have a fucking AK.
We're sitting in the war wagon. And on the side of the road, we see everybody that ever been done wrong.
Everybody's ever been cheated. Everybody's ever been swindled. Everybody's ever been cheated by some easy club and somebody.
And they're all standing out there. And they're standing out there waving their hands in the air. And everybody's saying, where the hell
You guys need to try the Meshes Vits kosher wine. It's alcoholic grape juice, sweet. Well, I mean, imagine wine is like that. Sounds good. I mean, I definitely would try it. Rabbis also like to suck bait. Yeah. I mean, just because rabbis like it, don't really mean shit to me. I mean, if it tastes good and it is good, then I'm probably gonna like it. And I like to indulge in wine. If it's sweet wine, then oh fuck yeah, I'm gonna get into it. Sauce fucked up. Oh my god. I know that's just like satire, but oh my god, I'm just... This is why I'm like barely reading the chat right now. This is why I'm barely reading the chat now at this point. Like, oh my god. What the fuck? Oh, he put himself in the laundry room again. I don't know why Zukov likes to do that. Just like locks himself in the laundry room. I don't get it. Zukov matters that if he somehow ends up mating with a coyote, would that for you be the equivalent of being a white dad whose daughter is dating a black guy in the 50s? Well, god damn it, if you put it that way, Jesus Christ. I mean, fuck. Because honestly, there's a part of me that actually would kind of feel that way. I'd feel like Zukov had betrayed me a little. It's like you fucked a fucking coyote, dude. I mean, I'd still love my little puppo. I mean, I wouldn't treat him any different, but I'm still gonna kill that goddamn coyote. I don't give a shit. So, I mean... Oh shit, is there new footage of Iranian jackal cops being fucking beaten the shit out of by people? Dude, fuck yes. Animals don't really have partners like we do. They just get pregnant and go on their way. I mean, not all of them. Some animals legit mate for life. would you keep the puppies? Coyote pups? I mean, the implication of me shooting the, like, coyote would mean that those puppies aren't gonna live. Here. Let's just soon finish this up a little bit. We're gonna check out this little clip. I want to see some awesomeness. Because this is gonna be awesome sauce, I already can tell. I'm seeing a few jackal pigs. Because imams, muftis, religious figures, and they need to be advocating for any violence. Because those people get murdered. Yeah, like, I'm not going to advocate for, like, you know, innocent people on the sidelines to get hurt. When it comes to the Iranian government, like these cops, for example, I could give a fuck. And in fact, I'm totally probably going to be very happy with what's about to happen, honestly. So, at least in that context, I'm okay with it. But, like, a lot of these, you know, people on the sidelines and shit, and, you know, like, if they're just, like, some random fucking imam or some mufti or whatever the fuck that just happens to be in, like, some church or whatever the fuck. I mean, it's like, yeah, they got their problems, but they're not, like, the main fucking proponent of, like, you know, like, yeah, they're not the ones, like, ordering the fucking morality police around and fucking ordering, like, these government thugs around, you know what I mean? Like, they got their issues and hold them accountable for that, sure, but, I mean, you know, they're different. Like, I mean, you don't have to treat them the same way. I mean, hold them accountable for whatever problems they may have, you know, and shit, being like muftis or imams or whatever the fuck, but, I mean, they don't need the same treatment as a lot of these fucking government thugs. Oh shit, they're all, immediately they're already running. Oh shit, one straggler, the straggler. The fact that men are being so supportive there, it gives me so much hope for the world. True. I like it. Love to see it. I want more of this. Yes. I do legit want more of this. 6 police officers came to have a chat with a man in his home without a warrant. Well, this doesn't look like America either, actually. This looks like England or something. Yeah, I think this is England.
Yeah, how can I help you?
Yeah, this is. How can I help you?
Chat from there.
Chat from there, yeah, mate.
No, you don't. Got a warrant? Have you got a warrant? Have you got a warrant? No, you haven't. You're not pursuing a suspect. I know the laws, so...
You're not pursuing a suspect. I know the laws, yeah. You ain't gonna fucking get one on me, mate. It's like, oh god, the fucking accent, dude. I like how she has the door open, but it's still like kind of like partially outside of his property. It's just like, bitch, just close the door and just be like leaning on the gate or something.
Well, how are you doing that? You can speak to me here, perfectly fine. I can hear you. You can hear me.
I can hear you. You can hear me, mate.
Okay.
Okay, that's what you do now, huh?
Why do you need to speak to her? No. You can't be trusted, you lot. We had this last time, didn't we? Yeah.
Had this last time, didn't we? Yeah, it does sound a little Scottish.
Sorry? I know why you're here, yeah? Because the nurse made an accusation.
Accusation?
Right, you can do that here. I don't know how coming in the house is gonna... Have you listened to the recording? So you've not even heard the recording of this alleged threat? You do know what I'm talking about. Kids Planet Nursery phoned me when I was in the car with my wife, and I said the place is going to be teeming with Ofsted, the authorities. I want all your staff drug testing. Right, okay. They got on their high horse and got defensive because our son's been in there 2 days. Come home with a shitty nappy twice. Okay, so they got defensive when I told.
Okay, I'm just gonna be fucking honest. I really am having a hard time to understand him a little bit. Toss. It's like, I'm sorry, what? I mean, it's just like, I'm sorry, what? Wait, what are you? I mean, I partially wish there was some subtitles, but like, I mean, from my understanding, basically, like, I mean, the nursery he's sending his kid to, you know, isn't exactly, like, probably proper and safe, when it comes to, children being there. So he was having a problem about it and didn't really want his kid being there, though his kid was, I guess, stuck there or something. And it's just like, okay. I mean, I don't see the issue of him, wanting to make sure his kid's back and shit. And I guess the fucking, nursery's like, no, we're gonna, have a call and, like suspect, think there's a suspicions or something. It's like, it's like, what the fuck? I mean, I'm struggling to see a problem about anything so far.
It was, well, I've had to call the police, you've made a threat. I made no threat, go listen to the recording, because they have to have them recorded, it's a nursery. Then come back, and then you'll realise it's a waste of time, because I'm not...
Oh, so, okay, so there's some other part of context. So I guess he called them having a little lip about it, and the nursery literally basically perceived it as like a threat, and I think that's probably why they were called. Is because they thought he was saying a threat, even though he wasn't. Okay, I'm seeing why they were called here in the first place, because, oh, he was threatening us.
To get locked up for 20 hours like you always do.
Like I always do. I love these accents sometimes.
Why? Why? Why?
I mean, the phone audio is not even catching what the cops are saying, so I legit just cannot hear what they're saying.
Right. So, alright, I want to check on your children then. I just made one. No, yeah, that's how it does work. Go and get a warrant. If you want to come in my house, go and get a warrant, because I ain't doing this. So you're going to break in, yeah?
Oh my god, pigs. You fucking swines. Just get a warrant or fuck off. Like, I mean, oh my god. At least they're, like, more cultural than fucking American pigs. I'll give them that. They're at least not entering his property. They just left his gate open, but at least they're not, like, full on entering the property like an American cop would.
A concern for kids.
Very stupid. Hey, I'm partially drunk, bitch. Like, I mean, give me some slack. I get understand just fine. I also can understand at least 75% of what he's saying. It's just sometimes I can't understand some of it.
They'll all come at window and see you. What do you need to see me kids for? Why has there been an accusation of harm a child?
Dutch cops are completely laid back. Yeah, I imagine Dutch cops are more laid back. These aren't Dutch cops, though.
Yeah.
Belgian and Dutch cops, I imagine, are a lot more chill.
Zero. Oh, that little bit. Ooh.
I'm going to ask you all to please calmly and politely to leave, otherwise I'm phoning you lot out because I'm feeling distress and alarm with my children. Well, I'm asking you politely to leave because you're causing me distress and alarm.
Who told you? Excuse you. Who told you?
Leo, come round the back, darling. And no, you're not coming through my back door. Please.
Oh my god, they're trying to go for her back door too. They're trying to go for like their backyard door too as well. Dude, fuck these cops. Just go away.
Alright, so what you're saying is, the lady...
I like how one of their fucking like roommates just came back casually and was just like, I'm just gonna close the door and, just mind my biz.
I've got a shitty on now, right? Because I told her the place is going to be teeming with authorities. She said, there's no need for all that.
Glass. I mean, I don't have any more alcohol, or else I would.
Excuse me.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
Right.
When something said to us, we have to check on kids.
I know, but this is what I'm leading up to, okay? There's no way in this world she could have put an accusation of harm my child, because she already said when we was at the nursery. I don't even... We have zero concern. Zero. And I went, well... Tough, I'm still going ahead with what I'm going to do and get the authority. She went, well, in that case then we've got to call the police. Come on. No. Listen, I am not letting police in my...
I just like how there's just casually pedestrians just like back and forth, just like walking and riding their bikes and shit while there's altercations going on.
And there's a reason for it, and if you go and check at Swinton Police Station...
England's just far more cordial about like everything that goes on there, even when it's just stupid shit like this.
Okay, last time you fucked me over. Yeah,
fucked me over.
Me arrested when my latest child was born because the hospital fucked
The
up.
only way you're going to be arrested today is if you've been told or you're obstructed from coming into your address. We have to come into your address at Section 17 pace. I'm just telling you, we do have a power to. I'm not planning on coming in and locking you up. You just need to check on your kids. That's it.
I don't believe you.
I don't believe you. He was saying something about like, you know, hey, we have to do something basically to like just check up on your fucking kids, and it's just like, hey, mate, fuck off. Like, piss off, mate. Like, seriously, like, go away. Like, I mean, evidently, like, there's at least been, like, over 4 minutes of this altercation. I'm just like, yo, my kids are fine. You know, here's the explanation of the situation. Unless you have a warrant, go away. It's like the first explanation of this should have been, like, the cue to be like, alright, thank you for your time. We'll see if we can get, like, a warrant, you know, and shit. And, you know, if it's, like, meritable for it. And then, you know, whatever. And, you know, it's like, if not, then, oh, well, guess not. But I feel like it's probably not too much more of that. But that's just, it's just fucking absurd. Oh, wait, oh my god, what is this? Alex Jones has been broadcasting his show during his defamation trial. He's been called and the judge a tyrant while showing graphics of her with lasers coming out of her eyes? What? Oh my god.
Judge, a tyrant, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And you actually use that word a lot with your audience. You call people tyrants, don't you?
Only when they act like it.
Okay.
Only when they act like it.
And one way that you've been conveying to your audience that Judge Bellis has been acting like a tyrant is by showing her with lasers coming out of her eyes, right? You know you did that?
I didn't direct that. First time I saw it was in court.
Oh, you've been watching this?
Yeah, I've been watching.
Okay. You could have just watched from this video.
Objection, argumentative.
But you've been broadcasting your show, haven't you?
I have changed some of my show.
Let's pull up 477. Just pull. This should be in already.
It is a public visitor. And what was it on 477? 477, right.
This is the tyrant you've been telling your audience about, right?
Oh my god, that tyrant though. Oh my god, that's just fucking funny. Oh my god. She's a tyrant, ladies and gentlemen. She's part of the globalist agenda. Oh my god, look at this. It's so fucking comical. Dude, Jones deserves everything he fucking gets for the shit. Oh my god, it's so fucking hilarious. Hey. Oh my god. I gotta see some of the comments to this. Oh yes, I was wondering when these clips start rolling in. Yep, inject them into my veins. Yes. Oh my god. It's true. No, there's like multiple. It's multiple trials. It's like, I think it's like 2 of 3 now. That Sam pan over to the picture was perfect. I mean, it fucking was. That's what really made it fucking just top notch. Oh my god. Like, that shit just made it top notch. And this is Tyra, and you're talking about pans over to a literal meme. How the fuck did we get here? I know, dude. What the fuck? Oh, fuck me, dude. Oh, goddamn. Oh, my God. This is your tyrant. Pans to just fucking just memes. Oh, my fucking God, dude. Oh, my God. What the fuck? What world are we in right now? What timeline is this? Is this the Berenstain or the Berenstain universe? What's going on? Or are we just in, like, Berenstain 2? Like, we went from Berenstain to just the Berenstain Act 2 timeline. Like, we just, like, evolved. Like, I mean, what the fuck? Oh, god damn it. Oh, Jesus Christ. that was just fucking just that was definitely worth it. Boo boo. You want a little ride, buddy? Little ride. Hey. You have to like kind of come over here to get it. I mean, you have to like, you know, come here. You have to like. Would you get over here? Come here, Sukov. Come on. Oh my God, bruh. Like, dude. There is a thing right here that you can easily acquire. Hey! Victim of Medusa, statue boy over there. Would you come over here? Well, yeah, see, I'm just dropping it out of frustration. Yeah, come on, come here. Would you just get over here? Come here. Well, that's closer. Well, really? Oh my God. Are you fucking kidding me? Do I have to literally like spoon feed you? Like, here comes the little like fucking like ICBM missile. Like, here you go. Boom. No? Here. No? What's wrong with you? I would like chuck this at you. Oh, now you grab it. It takes assaulting you with the rawhide stick for you to grab that said rawhide stick. Okay. Dude, that dog is fucking weird. Get a couple arrests by Karen and Ken. Ken and Karen? Damn. What's going on in this shit? Happened at someplace, parking lot? A parking lot.
Homo, go.
No. No.
Fucking
I'm on public property, dumb bitch. I'm gonna stay here if I want to stay.
Christopher, come here. Fucking homo. Really?
How dare you? Homo! Go away! Homo! Like, what is this? Like, bitch, go. Like, how many mimosas did you drink tonight there, ma'am? Ma'am, this is a parking lot. Like, how many mimosas did you drink tonight?
Really, what?
Babe. Come here.
Babe, come here!
Fucking calling me a bitch.
You calling?
Yeah, because you're a fucking homophobe, just being like, you damn homo! Get out of here, homo! Like, you're literally, like, yeah, because you are a bitch. Like, what? Like, be glad you ain't being called a Karen. Like, goddamn.
You are a homo.
So what?
So what? So what the fuck?
I mean, yeah, literally, so what?
I was not laying on your car.
Fucking laying on my car and fucking calling me a bitch.
I was not fucking laying on your car. My car's right next to it.
Right there.
Oh my God, over the fact that they thought they were leaning on their car? Like, the dude, like, her husband, like, literally walked up, like, why are you leaning on her car? Just out of nowhere, just assuming she's in the right. And I'm just like, what? Bruh, why don't you just be, like, the bigger player in all this? Like, you big beef boy? And be like, hold on, what's the situation? What's going on? My wife had too many mimosas and margaritas tonight. I need, I'll be the mitigator in this. What's going on? Like, come on, be that guy. I mean, don't be like this fucking moron, man. Oh my God. Wow, this is a Ken moment. It is a Karen and Ken situation. Because honestly, like, every now and then, you'll see interactions of Karens being Karens. And the husbands are there, too. And every now and then, you'll see the husband who's just, like, literally trying to be like, I am not a part of this at all, and I wish I was not here. Like, you could just, like, literally feel it off of them. But every now and then, you get, just the couple that the husband, for whatever reason, will just play along with it, or just go along, or is encouraging it in some way. And it's like, ugh. It's always a coin toss, honestly. I mean, and it's just one of those times where instead of heads, it was tails. You know what I mean? It was the unfortunate, spin of the coin there. It's like, damn.
That fucking bitch, my face, bottle house. What? What? What the fuck?
Hey, relax.
Relax.
Fucking film me.
Yeah?
Why are they getting so close? Why are they getting closer to them? Like, go. Like, get in your car and go, you fucking weirdos. Like, over the fact that they were, like, leaning on their car, which I don't, like, even if that's the case, like, oh no. Just say, hey, can you not lean on my car and just move on with your fucking night? Like, I mean, shit. Like, something like that literally does not have to escalate to something like this. Like, at all.
Touch me.
Oh, now they're getting physical? Oh, no, well, good thing they're recording, because that's assault, you stupid fucking idiots. Like, wow. Well, they're not the brightest bunch. Maybe the guy had a little bit too many Bud Lights, and the chick, and Margaret had a little too many Ritas there for tonight. You know what I mean? Like, I'm feeling like our little Bud had too many lights. Margaret had too many Ritas. That's what's going on tonight right here.
Touch me.
Because now they're doing some assault and harassing them.
No. Don't. Stop.
What? Gee, why are they still oh my god, just get the fuck away from them. Just go away. Like, what is with them? Oh my god. Like, even if you have some weird thing and you want to be like, you weird homos, like, or whatever the fuck, just get in your car, say your shit, and just leave. Like, what is this? Oh my god, these fucking weirdos.
Bitch, don't fucking touch it! Don't fucking touch it!
No one is, like, this kid kept away touching shit. Like, these fucking weirdos are literally assaulting them, and they're like, don't touch me! While they're walking aggressively towards them, and shoving and pushing them. It's like, what is this? Like, you fucking morons. I guess some other people are now, like, from the parking lot are like, oh shit, and starting to step in, so pedestrians are getting involved now. I guess near the end of that video, I guess, the couple, or one of the couples was like, I'm about to fucking throw some fists, and the other one's like, nope, stop. So, gee, that shit was about to fucking, there were some people who were about to throw some fucking hands. Pedestrians came in, like, right at the perfect time. Like, honestly, because there was gonna be some hands thrown right there. Like, holy shit. Dude, what a bunch of fucking weird homophobic fucking freaks, dude. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? So stupid. Glad they were recording, because now they're going to be charged for harassment, assault, and honestly, probably fucking, discrimination and shit, too. So, they're probably going to get at least, some charge of some sort, because, it would have been one thing, it would have been a verbal altercation if they just left it at, like, oh, you weird homo, why are you leaning on my car? And the husband comes over and is like, yeah, what the fuck are you leaning on my car for? And it was just that, it would have been nothing. But no, they had to, like, try to, get all up in their face and shit, start shoving them and all this shit, do assault and, fucking harass them and shit, go above and beyond to be fucking freaks. It's like, good lord, what a bunch of fucking thugs, dude. And I love how, like, when he came up, thy husband was just like, what the fuck are you doing laying on our car? It's just like, and he looked like this beefy macho man, and it's just like, bruh, you're all freaking out over some homos, but your voice is more gayer than the actual gay couple, bro. It's like, I'm sorry, but goddamn. It's like, fuck, bro. Ugh. Dude, what an absurd Karen and Ken moment. Like, holy shit. Probably, like, one of the more absurd ones I think I've seen this month, I think, so far. Because it's kind of hard to top, like, some crazy absurd ones, and every month there's always, like, some crazy shit. I think for this month, I think that was it. Because last month it was like that methed out Australian dude who like broke his boomerang and fucking started trying to destroy the car and literally didn't punch a window broken, like from a dude's, like the side window of a car. He literally slapped it broken. He like slapped that bitch into like the 5th dimension. I was just like, what the fuck? It's like this like methed out, roided out fucking Aussie dude slaps the window into like the 5th dimension. It's like, whoa. I mean, that's a Ken moment. I mean, and also just like a psycho drug moment right there. It's like, whoa. And apparently, I guess that actually is kind of a problem in Australia and New Zealand where like jock and like gym bros like mix meth and steroids, I guess. So that dude is actually kind of, you know, like an extreme example of like some of the problems with that type of shit apparently. And also, it's actually kind of a famous guy. I forgot who he was, but apparently he used to be like, you know, a somewhat famous like Australian UFC fighter or some shit like that. And then, well, obviously, like, went downhill quick, apparently. And now is worried, methed out Ken fucking freaking the fuck out over everything. Breaking boomerangs and destroying property and people's cars and shit. Wait, student who thinks he's in some anime antagonist confronts teacher? Wait, what? Man who thinks he's in an anime? Wait, oh my god, no way. Okay, hold on. This can't be real. This can't be real. I didn't read this like I did.
Good. Back up. Right all the way to your desk.
No, I will not do. Would you please call security? Call our. This is threatening behavior. We need an officer in here.
You dare to humiliate me. You think you can do that?
Are you kidding
What? It's like, back away to your desk. You think you can humiliate me? It's just like, what the fuck? Aw. Oh, did it glitch out? Oh, hold on. Here, let me do this really quick. Here, let's see if we can fix that. Come on. Play it all the way. Here we go. Good.
Back up. Right all the way to your desk.
Right all the way to your desk. My god.
We need an officer in here.
You dare to humiliate me.
You dare humiliate me.
Are you kidding me?
Aw, doesn't want to play the rest of it? Aw. I guess it literally does just stop right there. You dare humiliate me. Like, oh my god, yeah, I mean, she's not doing that. You are, bro. Like, it's, I mean, that is like some straight up like anime shit, though. my boy watched a little bit of, you know, of anime a little too much and took it seriously. Like, oh my god. Good. Back all the way to the desk. Because you think you can dare humiliate me. It's just like, oh my god. Oh, dude. Holy shit. Oh, dude, for the whole public freakouts on U-Nuggets the other day. Oh, man. It's 10 hours old. Shit. Oh, it feels like a day old or something. Man, I wish they fucking checked it out. Because, dude, Paul and TJ would have had a laugh over this. Oh, maybe Scotty, for you're wrong, can look at it. Oh my god, it's just fucking... That's just hilarious. Holy shit. Oh. Elderly man pulls gun on a guy who allegedly cut him off, pistol whips the driver. What the fuck? Yo! We're already starting off with some heat. Holy shit, yo! Oh my god! We're already starting off with some fucking, like, you know, getting under pressure. Because holy, oh my god. Already starting off with the barrel pointed.
Hey, I'm calling him, nigga. I'm fucking calling him, nigga. What did I do to you? Nigga. I didn't do shit to you, nigga. Ooh, I'm gonna get your fucking ass, nigga. Come on. Hey, this nigga? You see what this nigga did to me? See what
Oh,
this nigga?
damn. You just dude, yeah, that's a fucking pistol whip right there. Yeah, he just smacked you pretty good.
Fuck that nigga, guys. Fuck that nigga. You see this shit? That nigga's about to go to jail, y'all.
Yeah, probably. That old white crusty fuck, you know, I mean, one, he's brandishing a deadly weapon, you know, I'm assuming to a minor, maybe, or at least a young adult for sure. And also literally pistol whipping and assaulting somebody in their vehicle. So, yeah. Definitely, like, it's just Jesus Christ. Well, I mean, good thing that's a nice, good HD quality view of the dude's face, because, man, what a stupid fucking old crusty fuck, bro. Goddamn gringo, bro. Teacher in Florida goes on a racist rant. Oh, yeah, Florida's finest. Florida's finest right here, brother. Teacher, don't shake your leg, teacher. If you want to do something, get up and do it. My friend didn't stand for the pledge, and this is what the teacher said. Oh, boy. Man, public freakouts are a roller coaster sometimes. Man, this subreddit is always a roller coaster when browsing for this shit, man. Because the previous one, we had, like, you know, like, you know, or, you know, our Latino friend, you know, and shit, you know, going off. Obviously being very liberal with the N-word, you know, and shit, you know, but I don't really care that he was using it. I heard the old white man say it a few times. So, like, that I give a shit about. Because, like, hey, your old chucklefuck white ass pointing a gun at a person, I don't think exactly has much of a credence to be saying that to a kid. So, fuck you. Or really in general. But this, though, this is going to be exceptional. Because 1, Florida. 2, racist rant. 3, it's Florida. Hey.
And you are going to sit there on your butt. Don't shake your leg. I'll defend my country to the very end. Then go back to where you're from, Mexico or Guatemala, where you're born.
Wow. It's like, well, I would fight to defend the country to the very end. It's like, you weren't a fucking veteran, bitch. You weren't a fucking service member. Shut up. It's like, you're a fucking teacher at a fucking high school, bitch. It's like, I mean, you ain't serving nothing but, like, kids, like, their fucking grades at the end of their fucking semesters and shit. Like, it's like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, some wannabe little chud. I mean, at the very, like, this, you know, piece of shit definitely, you know, ought to be fucking fired. Because, I mean, he literally looks at this brown kid. It was a Latino being like, oh, you know, it's like, oh, you just happen to be an immigrant here. Where are you from? Like, Guatemala, Mexico, some, you know, one of those countries or some shit. And it's like, nah, I was born here. It's like, oh, well, blah, blah, blah. The brain short circuits. It's like, man, you piece of fucking shit. It's like, get the fuck out of here. It's like, get out of the education systems if that's how you feel, you fucking cretin bitch. Go work out at a gas station or something, you fucking little pig dog motherfucker. Wait a sec, do U.S. schools expect you to regularly recite to stand for the pledge? Yep. I mean, at least my high school is every Tuesday. Where you pretty much have to do it. And for pretty much every sporting event and shit. And every, like, assembly. And all that shit. It was pretty much standard. Yep. Which is a fucking bunch of bullshit and shouldn't be a thing at all. But, yet it is. Oh, Bobo. Little sweet boy. But anyway, I think I'll call it good for the last little lovely bit of evening. So, of course, peace out, and I shall be back.